All right, this will be the start of the recording for YouTube. We're going to be doing some Descent DLC now. But first thing we're doing is wrapping up the old Jaws of Hakon stuff. Well, I have an extra one. I, for some reason, have an extra one. I'm supposed to only have 3 left. I have 4. So, at the end of the month, I'm going to do one regardless of what goal we reach. I'll just do it at the end. Yep. I have 4 regular games left, and I have 3 of the jokey games left. So after this Crew Member's Choice, we'll have 3 regular games and 3 jokey games, which I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a giveaway. I just happened to have an extra one. Sure. I'll take the ability point.
You're doing it again. Oh, I do apologize.
Now that's going to be in my head all day.
Where is the, oh, there it is. Too grisly to bear. I have found an old Avar warrior familiar with the care and treatment of hold beasts. It was not cheap. After I persuaded him to take the job, he insisted I meet Stovakor. I said Stovakor again. Stovaker, and myself. The creature mistook the lining of my coat for a bear's scruff and licked me. The Avar was much amused, saying that Stovaker must think I'm a cub with mange. No. Despite this, I have thought of a use for the beast. Let us send a batch of soldiers along with this warrior and Storvaker to other Avar holes to demonstrate the might of the Inquisition. We may have some allies, and the Avar can help us. We may make some allies, and the Avar can help us patrol the mountains. No one else knows the Frostbacks as well as they do. I would prefer we keep our new friends out of harm's way. Let us find a cave for Stovaker. Stovaker. Until her service with us is complete. Let me at least profit from this humiliation, and send Stovaker with other soldiers to impress the other Avar. I want to protect the bear. I don't want the bear to get hurt.
Let's see what we have.
Storvaker is safe in the cave, far from Skyhold's supply lines. I'm told it's by a river stocked with large fish. She seems content. The only danger is she may never wish to leave. Aw. Live your best life. Now, let's unlock the Descent. And next time, again, for tomorrow's stream, I'll make sure to spell it right. Now, which one was it? This one, I think? The Inquisition has received an urgent request from aid from Orzammar.
Do you ever wonder what lies at the edges of the map?
Never mind.
Past the seas?
No.
I think we have enough to worry about on this continent. Of course, but...
An urgent request from aid from Orzammar. A subterranean earthquake has collapsed one of their lyrium mines and endangered several others. Even worse, tunnel seals preventing Darkspawn from overrunning the Dwarven-occupied deep roads have crumbled, allowing hordes of the enemy to invade. Orzammar is a key provider of the Inquisition's lyrium supplies, and as such, its security is a top priority. The earthquake opened a fissure in the Storm Coast Mountains, granting direct access from the surface to the threatened region underground. Constructing a mining lift at the fissure site will permit the Inquisition to transport forces directly to where Darkspawn fighting is fiercest. So, bad earthquakes are happening, Darkspawn getting out. A construction team arrived in Storm Coast Mountains and set up a mining lift to transport Inquisition forces from the earthquake fissure's opening down into the deep roads. Visitor, the mining lift in the Storm Coast Mountains will be finished by the time you get here. Anyone going into the deep roads should dress accordingly. Don't skimp on the armor and bring the best weapons in Skyhold's arsenal. I also recommend packing plenty of dry rations. Most things down there will be looking to eat the Inquisition, not the other way around. Well, who should I bring with me to the Dwarven Underground? I'm bringing Blackwall because he is kind of a Grey Warden, and the Deep Rose, the Darkspawn, will bring Blackwall. I'm also bringing Varric. It's kind of his, not really his home turf, but he might have some knowledge of Dwarven stuff that could come in handy. What mage do I bring? Dorian or Vivian? Yes, I just asked that question. Kind of wish I had Solus for this, to be honest, but one of the downsides to doing this after the game is over. I wish I could have brought Solus with me. That's okay. Yeah. I bring Vivian only because she might hate it. It's like going underground where it's all dirty and nasty and full of Darkspawn. Hey Vivian, want to come? Hope those fancy clothes are Darkspawn proof. So, the first job is to unravel the mystery of the earthquakes.
Inquisitor, the workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No Darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
Yep.
How many quakes have there been since you arrived?
At least 3 big rumblers, and the aftershocks are nothing to sneeze at. My feet miss solid ground.
Josephine's report mentioned several lyrium mines were damaged by the quakes.
You'll see what's left of this one on your way down. From what I hear, the other mines are barely holding together.
So you haven't seen any Darkspawn up here?
I sharpened my arrows just in case, but they never showed. I'm okay with that.
It's hardly the time for a lyrium shortage. Orzammar's mines need all the protection they can get.
I'd offer to go with you, but someone should keep watch. Plus, I could use the sun if this storm ever clears. The lift's ready for you.
Oh, a lift built in like an hour. I'm sure it's safe. I mean, it's kind of like the Wookiee basket, right? It's just a basket with a rope.
Try not to shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long way down.
No guardrails, huh? No.
This reminds me of a story.
That music cue sounded a lot like Stargate.
It's about an impossibly handsome dwarf and his friend who got crowned King of the Nugs.
A Nug King, really?
It's not as good as it sounds. Nugs mostly just shit on the floor and roll in it. Welcome to the deep roads.
Is it me, or is this the slowest lift ever constructed?
It's better than climbing down.
I could do with some music. Something with a flute.
Always wondered if I'd die down here.
You're not dead yet.
The day's just starting.
I mean, it you know, da 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 da. Well, we've arrived.
Korut, my girl, Nalfric, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trust Valar, Inquisitor. The Shaper it welcomes you to the deep roads.
Hmm.
You look as though you're hiding from something.
As a citizen of Orzammar, even a glimpse of your sky could cost me my position and render me castless.
Gotta love real dwarves.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it is kind of dumb.
What does a Shaper do exactly?
We chronicle the life and times of our people.
You're historians.
Also scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar. We record memories in lyrium to ensure they never fade. We must be meticulous in every detail.
Hmm.
My ambassador briefed me, but now I hear there are still more quakes?
Each new tremor opens another fissure in the deep roads. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
I've read about the Legion of the Dead. Dwarves who fight Darkspawn in service to Orzammar. They commit their lives to the cause and celebrate their own funerals before entering the deep roads.
Yep.
No matter their sins in life, the Legion die noble deaths.
Yep. So basically, if you have nothing, if you're in a situation where your life isn't going to improve and you're a dwarf underground, Legion of the Dead, everybody. You literally celebrate your funeral before you go down there because you're not coming back, probably.
What will happen if we lose more lyrium mines?
The surface needs lyrium for all sorts of magic. The Inquisition more than most, I understand. And Orzamar's economy relies on the lyrium trade. Without it, there will be chaos above and below.
Orzammar deals with Darkspawn all the time. Why request the Inquisition's help?
The Legion isn't prepared for this level of disaster, and the Grey Wardens haven't answered our calls for aid. Any threat to the flow of lyrium requires immediate response. The Inquisition is the only force we can rely upon.
The Inquisition stands ready to aid Orzammar. Without a steady lyrium supply, things on the surface will get even worse.
Yep.
Apologies for pushing you. I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
I like that she still apologized for pushing me. Alright, so I mentioned this DLC isn't like big open map and learn it. I believe it's like, as you can see, it's like a series of smaller ones. I'll try to find everything,
Keep
but
your eyes open.
I'm not gonna be surprised if I
These
miss
roads
something.
are dangerous.
I remember this place being fairly linear, but there could be some backtracking involved. That says defeat the... Oh, yep, it's an ogre.
Clear of its reach.
The quest update kind of ruined the surprise.
Strike now!
Not a single mine was hit. That's okay. Oh, he stepped on one. Wow, we are doing no damage to this. To break the ogre's grab, use an ability with a physical effect such as... Okay. Look at what little damage we're doing. If this is any indication of the fights in this place... Uh-oh.
Now, while it's distracted!
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to jump into the air and hit those. All right.
It's not focused on us! Now's the time to attack!
No. Blackwall is not one of us, apparently. Every time he gets picked up. The ogre's just hungry. Maybe I should take off the cheese. A weapon that's not ham might do more damage.
Strike now!
Oh, I'm on the ground. It's like, where did I go?
Strike now!
Mines.
It's not focused on us! Now's the time to attack!
Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping this isn't a sign of how hard the fight's going to be down here. I mean, with Blackwall's defensive abilities, we're fine.
No! Well, it's
I'm just worried about how long the fights are going to take. What if I can knock him off?
No! Well, it's distracted!
It's looking maybe possible. If I keep doing the explosive, maybe? He almost fell off.
Strike now!
That jump, if I can keep him there in that jump back, you know, he keeps going forward a little bit.
It's not focused on us!
Poor Blackwall.
Now's the time to attack!
I changed directions a little bit there, and I thought it would. I thought it was going to kill me. Oh, Blackwall will be fine. And if he gets stuck in there, he has plenty to eat.
Just returning the favor.
If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
I probably should have dumped my inventory out before I came down here. Yeah. You might see me getting rid of purple stuff down here. Because look at all the purple stuff I have. Armor. I need to start just picking up purple stuff. If I find blue stuff, just leave it. It's not worth it. And yep, I could have sold all these. Ugh. Oops.
I will never get used to the stench of Darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air. That's the broken seal ahead.
You're fighting.
It is worse than I thought.
Ooh, gonna get some fight scenes here. Oh, hey, Legion.
Get those charges to the tunnels!
Oh. Oh, you're a... Wait, what are you? I don't know what those are. Oh, I think I remember these enemies. I think they were a pain to fight.
Someone prime the sodding fuses!
We're here to help.
We can't lose this position! Hurry!
Maybe not. They're a little... Look how small they are. When they popped up, I thought they were like big troll things. Look how small they are, though. Like, I expected something so much... Uh-oh. The game is kind of... There it goes. Okay.
Can't set the charges with those bastards breathing down our necks!
It's kind of like Pokemon. It's like, oh, Charizard looks awesome. It's like a 10-foot tall dragon. Charizard's like 3.5 feet tall. Oh, this is going to break the game if this works. No, they went in the air. Oh, well. There are so many of them. Alright. Still got shield guys left. Never mind. That one blew up. Oh, I thought that mine wouldn't get any use. I'm glad. Ow.
That's got him on their heels. Keep it up.
Oh wow, someone's armor damage is pretty good. Or else those guys' armor rating isn't very good. Their armor went down fast. We good?
The seal's clear. Prime the charges.
Now, set the charges!
Oh, I guess I'll get it. Video game protagonist gotta do all the work. Ooh, a camp. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Cool guys probably also die more from explosions because of that. They don't talk about that. All right, the first thing I'm going to do, Blackwall. I'm like, look, man, I know you like it. I know you like the stuff, but like, I gotta fix this. Like, you're terrible with this. Bitter Axe. Caliban might be more your style because it's a sword, but I'll go with the sword. I think a sword's more his style. And a shield, please get rid of that. These are so much better now. You're right, I do have points. Also, you know what? For the last 5 minutes of the giveaway, screw it. You can win 3 times. Because I just want to give these things away. Right now, Jay and Remnant are the only 2 who have entered, and they've already won twice. But I want to give these away, so have at it. Well, Buddy's only won once, so you get priority. It's kind of funny. I'm pretty sure you did you win twice or just once? Hold on. Let's see here. You got Mist, Remnant. Cubus, you won Just Cause 3. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right. What do I want points in? I don't care about those moves. I don't need them. I'm not going to use that probably. These are all done. That I'm using anyway. Evade is good. Is there anything good in here? When you're in stealth, that's already a no for me. Shadow Strike when you would... Yeah, I don't do that. Easy to miss. Enemies are likely to overlook you in combat, much to their regret. Oh, threat reduction. I'll take that. And +3 cunning, that's crit chance. I'll take that too. Also, what are the bonuses to this? Enemies affected by knock... Oh, wait. That's knockout powder. What am I doing? That's a move, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not give myself the better version of poison? What is wrong with me? How did I not realize this? That is 25% extra damage I could have had this whole time. Wow. I think I respec'd and forgot to put that back in. Blackwall! You're gonna be super broken with how much damage you can take. I bet a better shield bash. Damage versus guard? Sounds good. I could use some extra guard damage. Varric. That's pretty much done. Better evade. What's the other version of it? Duration. Okay. Let's set up camp. Oh, did I not do Dorian? How did I miss Dorian? I think it's because I'm used to doing my teammates at once and then me. Like, it was like offset. But all 4 of us had points.
Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the 5th Flight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that. Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
It's kind of sad to think about that all this big area used to be all like a Dwarven thing. The dwarves had roads that led everywhere in the land, all underground. But now they're having to destroy them to make the Darkspawn not come through them. It's kind of a shame, right? Like, they're destroying all this cool stuff out of necessity.
How many deep roads are there? How deep do they go?
They'll take you from one side of Thedas to the other, if you have a death wish.
The roads once connected Dwarven cities that were hundreds of miles apart. Then came the Darkspawn. Ren and I have been exploring this region, reclaiming it, but the work is slow.
Mark the map, fight an army. Mark the map, fall in a hole. And so on.
Yeah, they're not called the deep roads for nothing.
I get the impression you two have known each other a while.
Yeah. The Shaper had sent her to dig up some relics. Asked me to keep her out of trouble. That was 3 years ago.
You can quit any time.
Not when we still have things to fight about.
That voice sounds familiar.
The Legion of the Dead has the Inquisition's full support.
That's the best news I've heard since the Quakes began. Actually, the only good news.
Yeah, his voice sounds familiar to me. It's a BioWare game. Wouldn't surprise me. And as if the Darkspawn weren't destroying this place enough, now the earthquakes are. So much history lost.
You heard that, yes? The rhythm in the tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
Conspiracy theory time.
I don't think the Lieutenant agrees with you.
Look, there is something strange causing the quakes. I'm just not sure what.
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Ren last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity, but now... The text describes giant creatures, called Titans, living deep underground. They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
Well, got some lore stuff here. Titans?
I've never heard of Titans before. What else can you tell me about them?
The text I found predated the First Blight. Its pages had mostly rotted away, and there's no mention of the Titans in Orzamar's memories.
Which tells you something.
All I heard was an earthquake. How is it you and Ren hear a rhythm?
They're dwarves.
Our people have a strong connection to the stone. We feel it in a way topsiders cannot.
Shapers have great stone sense, and Volta's better than most. She never gets lost.
So does that mean that if I was a Dwarven Inquisitor, I would have heard it too? A gigantic earthworm. An Alaskan bullworm. Oh, there's a magic one. Strange singing is never good.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths, or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
Well, they are called Titans.
Dangerous then. But a magic unique to the deep roads might be worth investigating.
You speak of the stone like it's more than walls.
The stone is eternal. She was here before us, and remains after we die.
But the stone isn't your god.
We don't worship her, but we do respect and honor her.
The stone makes us strong, and we return that strength to her when we die. It's difficult to express in words.
Well, basically, she has a theory that Titans are causing this damage. But the information that she found on Titans is so old that it's not even mentioned in Dwarven history. Like, only what she found before it. You could be onto something.
In my experience, no explanation is too strange to consider.
Basically,
For all we know, that
aliens.
text you found was a bedtime story. We can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
use the expedition table to complete unique Inquisition operations called expeditions found in this area of the Deep Roads. Expeditions do not appear in the war table in Skyhold. So yeah, we have like our own little base of operations, and we can do little mission things.
Oh, you can clean it, right?
So, we'll see what there is. So, anyone to talk to?
So it's true. The king involved a surfacer.
Oh, calm down. You've already seen me kill a bunch of Darkspawn, so... Wait, there's something on the other side of this. Again, I'm only going to loot purple stuff, because it's just a waste of time otherwise. Rest. Let's see what we got. Ooh. I don't really remember this. The Deep Roads. Deep Roads Expeditions. Legion Camp Improvements. Alright, anything in here? Oh, this is cool. It's like its own little compartmentalized war table board. The Inquisition's efforts in the Deep Roads would greatly benefit from additional logistical support at the main Legion of the Dead camp. Additional crafting tables can be constructed and a quartermaster brought in to offer basic goods and services. Inquisition forces can make improvements to the Deep Roads camp. That's all we got. We just improved the place. Does it work here? Oh, it does work here, yeah. That usually takes time, doesn't it? I didn't even realize that. There's actually, when you install the mod, you actually need different pieces to it. There are mods for the main game and then mods for the DLCs. I had forgotten about that. But yeah, Jeebus, let me know which of the 4 games you would like, and I will DM you the code.
So it's true. The king involved a surfacer.
Or I could just message you later with the 4 choices as well. Doesn't matter. I guess I just go where the little pointer tells me. Up. Ooh. Wow, a lot of drag. I might have enough dragon stuff, enough tier 4 stuff to make someone else a tier 4 weapon. Could be nice. Is it really needed, though? I feel like Iron Bull would love a dragon sword. Physics freaking out there for a second, but we're fine. Oh, real-time elevator.
We don't run into an emissary.
Oh, now we definitely will.
I take it emissaries are bad.
Most Darkspawn are mindless killing machines, connected by the Blight. But emissaries are intelligent.
I think so.
And use magic.
Basically, you can make... I think you can pretty much use it for anything. But the thing is, the dragon metal... I forget which version of the dragon it is. It's the metal. But that a lot of stuff uses metal. That's why I ran out so fast. Okay. We're in a new area. So we've only mapped out this little area right here. We can go back whenever we want, and we can do new missions when they pop up. So this, I actually really like this because it's like a compartmentalized game itself. You have little missions you can do when you go back to home base. You have like different parts of the map you can go to. I like this. It's not just like one big area, which is kind of fun and kind of nice with my dumb, stupid brain where I get lost easily. I like that this is like smaller areas.
Shrieks. It had to be shrieks.
I'm sure there's a cheat of some kind that can do it.
All kinds of Darkspawn.
Well, everyone's got their favorites.
Interesting. Basically, they're rogues. Got it. Get that 25% extra damage going. Varric's dying. That was fast. But yeah, this is PC. There's always ways to cheat stuff. The Xbox version has a few things you can do, like duplicate items for money. So, that's helpful. Didn't do it the first time through, but the second time through, I definitely did. I see a thing. Recovering barreled treasure operation. And since we don't have to wait on the time, we can just kind of go back and do whenever we want.
This belonged to an exiled dwarf. He was experimenting with raw lyria.
Let them eat steak. But what about cake? Cake. You know, growing up as a growing up as a kid. I know that's a different way of growing up, but growing up as a kid, I didn't like cake. I didn't like birthday cake. At my birthday parties, I would have different stuff like ice cream or a big cookie or something that you could cut up. Growing up as an old man, I mean, kind of. Now, though, as like an old, like as getting older, I appreciate cake. I actually don't really like icing that much. I just like the cake itself. Like a nice, like, vanilla cake.
This door.
Ooh.
There's something strange about it. Looks like our construction, but...
Oh, I'm definitely not gonna get all these.
Them. It's our only way through.
There's no way I'm gonna find all these. I'm telling you that right now. Like, there's gonna be stuff I miss in here. True. But... yeah, like, I kind of decided like I wasn't going to do crafting that much anymore because it just takes forever. I enjoy it, but I did a lot of crafting already. I think I felt like I was just like, well, maybe just focus on the game. I might do it, though. Maybe for Trespass we'll do some crafting. Before we go to it. Why do they do that sometimes? Just go flying in the air. Man, after that one ogre, the fights have been pretty easy so far. I mean, the other fight wasn't hard, it was just long. Ooh.
This gear is warm to the touch. Strange.
I don't recognize that metal. But
I
we
can't
should
get in
only
there.
need one more.
What if I turn off the lights? And then turn on the ones that weren't on? Or I turn... oh. Hey, I figured it out. Randomly, okay. I mean, again, I don't really need stuff. Unless it's purple. In which case I'll take it, because it's purple. That doesn't open, because there's nothing in it. Open the rune-warded gates. So, okay. So I think I have to find these. But if there's going to be collectible stuff in here that opens up doors, I'm probably not going to find it all. But these are very obvious. Because I'm pretty sure we have to go that way.
We have enough of these odd gears. Let's head back to the door.
But if I can find more for later. I mean, again, I'm not going to tell you. You got to figure it out. What kind of detective would you be if I gave you all the clues? You'd be me as a detective, because that's how I need to solve clues and stuff in games, because I suck. But it's like, can I have a hint? Can I have another hint? It's like that would just answer it for you. Like, yes, please. Aw. Little squeakies. What room have I stumbled into?
I'm sorry about Bernat. You served with him a long time.
It was quick.
Oh, no.
And Bernat returned to the stone with honor.
Oh, look what it is.
We should all be so lucky.
It's all right to
It's
be
the
upset.
puzzle.
I'm too old to be upset.
The question is, am I doing the puzzle, or is that just there for show? Yeah. But I guess that means you'll have to give up then. Blood's meditation in the journal. The song is soft, but hard to crack. I hear the words. I can even taste them, but I cannot say them. Maybe Mother needs me to remove my teeth. Okay. Solve the puzzle. At least I know this one. Oh, I gotta do it this way? What? Hold on. Oh, this is awkward. Did I already do the wrong move? I always forget the first move. Every time. Every single time. I don't think I did, though. Oh, this feels... I missed the buttons you could click in the Mass Effect version of this. KOTOR's awkward, too, because you have to do it through dialogue options. But this might be the most awkward one I've done. It's hard to aim. Come on. No. Hopefully it was move it to the end. If it was move it to the middle, that'd be a different puzzle, kind of. There we go.
Only a lyrium-addled mind would hide secrets behind such madness.
BioWare employee. Oh, I think I might have to do this to just end the quest. Yeah, okay. Also, the sound is a little broken. Also, Jay, has work gotten easier? Like, obviously you're working 10 days in a row, but like, has it gotten like a little bit easier so people are trained now? It hasn't. Oh, good. So whenever that stuff is situated, you're going on vacation, right? Would have been smart to do that first. Like, oh, what if you go on vacation for like 2 weeks and you just stream the entire time? I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying you could.
Study them. Whatever they're made of wasn't mine down here.
Next year. Pfft. Be like, oh no, I'm sick. For the next 2 weeks. I'll see you then. Like, I was not above doing that. It took a lot to get to that point, but I was not above doing that. In situations like that, it was just like, this is dumb. Especially in situations where it could have possibly been helped, but just wasn't. The only reason I wouldn't do stuff like that most of the time is because it made it harder than everybody else. That'd be the main reason why I wouldn't do something like that, because it's like, it really only hurts other people in the same position as me. Yeah. I mean, a lot of jobs don't care about that anymore. At my previous job at Best Buy, they had a thing where, like, doctor's notes didn't work anymore. Like, it didn't matter. It was like an unexcused absence no matter what you did. You brought in a doctor's note for, like, 2 days, didn't matter. It still counted against you. It's like, what's the point of the note, then? Because they still asked for it.
The rhythm in the tremors. It echoes through the stone. This way.
You would think I wouldn't miss these since you can easily ping them. But, I'm me. So I forgot to ping in this room. What is pinging over here? Oh, there we go. CJ, how do I put this? In certain situations, I consider things a challenge, and when things are a challenge, I tend to almost enjoy it. So, to my own detriment, there were times at jobs where we were super shorthanded, and I considered it a challenge. So I did it, but in the end, it really didn't work out for me. So. Like, sad to say, my attitude towards that kind of stuff has shifted over the years. Blame that on my previous jobs.
Another
like being willing to do a manager's job when I'm not a manager.
And why?
Because they needed me to.
Kind of gear from the others.
We don't have to open it. My stone sense leads the other way.
Oh.
Though I am curious to see the other side.
The game telling me it's optional.
You always are.
Got it. But basically, I was just like, oh man, I'm going to do this, and they'll think it'll show that I'm, I want to learn more, and I'm willing to, and I can do this job, and if there's a promotion, I think it's like, I already know how to do it. No. In their mind, it was just like, oh, he'll do it for the same price as a regular employee, so it's just like, whatever. I kind of learned that lesson over time. Like, out of necessity, I had to kind of change my personality in that way. Even if I wanted to do it, it hasn't worked out for me in the past.
That scar on your nose is new.
Yeah. Fell out of bed.
You sleep on the ground.
Am I going the right way? This is a dead end. Good, I am. Dead end's good.
Surprised me too.
Revenant, eh? Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that. I'm gonna guess they're gonna keep respawning, but maybe there's an end to them. I am the ad deleter. They can handle the boss. When I played Neverwinter a lot in the past, I was AoE DPS, so I would just take care of the ads during the boss fight mostly. But also do damage to the boss when I can. Nope. Wrong move. Oh, there's Varric with his awesome trash talking during a fight. Eat dirt. Which reminds me of the dirty bubble from SpongeBob. They make him eat dirt. Oh, good old SpongeBob. I'll read that in a second. I want to deal with this. Let's catch up. Yeah, they're all immune to poison. Why do I keep doing that? Also, I put that in mine for some reason. There. Wow, this last part of its health bar is taking forever. I don't know if he got a defense buff or what. Alright, look at all the mines I put down that weren't triggered. Yeah, this is sounding a little familiar. Yep, that too. Yeah, and it's an unfortunate thing where the managers who have to make you do it, it's not on them either. Like, it feels like it's on them sometimes. Like, when I was younger, it was just like, But it's people higher up. They realize, oh, you've been shorthanded for the last 6 months and you've been doing just as good a job. I guess that means we don't have to hire anyone new. You could just work that way. And the manager's probably just like, this is dumb, but I have no choice. Like, eventually I kind of felt bad for the... like, you know, like the in-between managers. It's like they're kind of catching it from both sides. And the fact that it's a public thing doesn't help. Like, I've worked jobs like that, so when I go into a place and I can tell they're shorthanded, I'm a very patient person regardless. It is extremely rare for me to complain about something or say something. The only time I've ever done it, it was very, like, passive, and it was 100% warranted. But for the most part, I've been to places where they were like, we're shorthanded, and I was like, oh yeah, I can tell. It's fine. I went to the post office around here is very shorthanded. And apparently there was one day where several routes weren't done. So we got a bunch of notices like, hey, go pick up your package. And it was a very long line. And it ended up being my package wasn't there. Apparently the way they code stuff, it just meant my package was delayed, but still out for shipping. But it said that it was delayed. I had to go pick it up. It was like a miscommunication. But the person at the front was like, you could tell she was doing this to everybody just to like prevent arguments. But she was just like, we're short-staffed on all sides. And I was just like, yeah, I can tell. You have one person in street clothes doing all the stuff in the back, and like, you're the only person up here. It's like, I get it. Like, yelling at people that are in that situation is not going to help. It's just going to make it worse. That's why everyone should have to go through like a year or two of like food service and customer service stuff, just so you know what that feels like. And just to not do it. If I'm ever in a public situation where I'm obviously not working and someone's doing that, I'm embarrassed for them. I feel bad for the employee, and I'm embarrassed, like, for this person. They're making like a fool of themselves for nothing. More earthquakes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's these guys. These are the ones I hate fighting. They're like the shield. They're like the humanoid shield guys, except they have more health. These are the ones I hate fighting. So you mentioned a hint. Nah. Yeah, here's a hint. It's on YouTube. I'm just gonna give the most vague, dumb hints. It's on YouTube. It's in English. I recorded them in English. I had a mic. I used a program called Fraps at the time. That doesn't help at all, by the way. Nope. I don't know if YouTube had tags then. If they did, I didn't use them. I think. It's possible I just didn't use them.
You killed Darkspawn like you've been doing it your whole life, Inquisitor.
Well, I did play the first 2 games.
You're famous. Even down here. Is it true you killed a dragon?
I see it. I have killed like 20 of them. I've killed 1 or 2.
I have. It was quite the battle.
I can't even imagine. Tell me about their teeth. I've heard they don't all breathe fire, and their scales have different colors and patterns.
Careful, Ren. I believe you're drooling.
I'm gonna go back and tag around because I keep not doing it. Oh, I mentioned I really don't watch TV shows anymore, but there's a few running shows I tend to watch. Sometimes. Kind of depends. The whole thing with COVID and like how different TV shows didn't start until like halfway through the season normally. It's odd because a lot of the shows that I did watch ended like... I'm trying to think. Like the shows ended pretty late, right? Like they extended into the summer longer than normal. But they actually just started up again. They only had like a month break in between episodes or in between seasons. So it's kind of fun to have stuff to watch. I don't have to deal with that 3 or 4 month break in the summer where I'm just like, where all my shows ended on cliffhangers, and I'm just kind of like, Now this isn't first season, but I've been watching Marvel's What If. It's pretty good. I'm actually really liking it. The last one was interesting. Why am I doing this? I don't really need anything anymore. Why am I picking up all this loot? I'm doing it as I'm saying I shouldn't be doing it. I'll check these though. Don't care. Take the gold. Ooh. 10% heal on kill is pretty nice. True, I should be doing that. But that would be too smart. Also, this is only in one little area, and it's also a dead end, so it's not a big deal if I just leave them there. Like, I can see there's 4 here and something in the middle. Oh, a Warden's diary. This is super long. We'll just, Oh, sounds like they're not doing too good. Yep.
This Grey Warden had a map. Could be important.
I don't tend to find these, but I'll take a look. Was there anything over here that I missed? It looks like there might have been an area I didn't go over here. I'm gonna go back and check, aren't I? Of course I am. Oh, well, at least I can ping the map, right? On the way. So I'm looking forward to playing Three Houses. I've been looking forward to playing it for a while. I've actually went and played Three Houses to finish up my Golden Deer route because I thought I was going to stream it. Then the Elgato situation happened. I am using an old Elgato to do this. It's not the best. It might have some problems, but at least it doesn't have random audio popping and dropouts. That is incredibly annoying. Oh, missed it. The only issue is it takes forever to turn on, and if I ever change the settings, it has to reset. and sometimes it just doesn't come back on. I have to like unplug stuff, but as long as the settings are good to start, should be fine. But I finished my Golden Deer run, and then I started my Blue Lions run. And I had time to beat the entire Blue Lions run. Then I started another Black Eagles run. Because Black Eagles was the first route I took, and I forgot a lot of it. Now they're all kind of fresh in my brain. Oh yeah, that's where this was. Wait, I missed the mosaic piece. Wait, no, I thought it said mosaic piece, not puzzle piece. Oopsie. Yep, we're good. This leads to nowhere, so yeah. But once again, I can ping while I'm doing this. Also, if you notice, like my webcam shakes randomly, it's because I have my leg propped up against the table. So whenever I move, it ends up shaking it. I'm trying not to, but... I'm not going to talk about spoilers, obviously, but if I had to rank the stories of Three Houses, of the 3 I've done, I'm going to rank them in 2 different ways. There's the overall arcing story of Fodlan from your point of view of choosing that house. Then there's kind of like the in-house story, like a more like focused look involving like the lord of your house and that kind of stuff. My favorite house story is probably Blue Lions. I really enjoyed it. That way. I really enjoyed it. I think it's really good. And the overall story, I would probably give to Golden Deer, but by like 1 point. Blue Lions is also very good. I really enjoyed the story as like a in-house thing and as a whole, where the story goes. I give it to Golden Deer for a few specific reasons. I won't say what they are, but if you've played them, you might be able to guess. But I did enjoy the fact that no matter what side you pick, it's usually, it's kind of two-sided, right? Like you have the Empire, you have the Kingdom, and then you have the Leicester Alliance. They're kind of like the third wheel. And being in that house and doing the story stuff, it felt different. I like the feeling of being like the third group. And if I had to ask myself the question, if I was in Byla's shoes, which house would I pick? Based on meeting all the students, probably Golden Deer. Like, I'd probably pick Golden Deer, personally. Although, again, Blue Lions is probably second. Sorry, Black Eagles, I picked you first, but Black Eagles apparently is by default last in all those categories. Ouch. Still like it, though. Just because something is my least favorite doesn't mean it's bad. Or that I don't like it. It doesn't help that apparently the story in Black Eagles was rushed and not exactly finished. That probably is a big reason why. Like, it doesn't have the content, like the meat the other two do. Which is kind of a shame. Still good, though. In a sense, it might have been the best one to do first. Because it's the shortest, and it has, like, the least, like, stuff to it. The content. Maybe it was a good thing I did that first. There are a lot of enemies on the map. So get ready for a long fight, probably. Oh, I was hoping it would knock him over the edge.
One down.
No, not Varric. Oh, it's an... Oh, no. Oh, don't tell me this ogre's going to take as long as the first one. Like, please tell me the first ogre was like a special ogre. Also, Varric, stop drinking all my potions. Blackwall's in trouble again. Now, we do have an extra fighter on our team now, so this should go a little faster. Yeah. He already ate the ham. He put the bone away. Ow. What are these things anyway? They are okay, they are Genlock. They just, the design is a little different than I'm used to. It's like more exaggerated. Fines. Other mine. No one hit. There it goes. Okay. Oh, yeah, this thing's dying a lot faster. We're good. Also, somebody... Oh, my mage is dead. Eep. We need your barrier, Dorian. I couldn't tell. Was Blackwall getting picked up, or was it the, one of the dwarves? I think it was Blackwall. Yeah, that's Blackwall. And there we are. Now, there's gotta be a gear or two in this room, right? Also, you'll notice the sound is still a little messed up. It's like... Alright, it's good now. It's good now. It's like you can hear the first, like, half a second of it, then it cut off. Oh, I see a gear. It's just in the fire. Only two more. Oh, it's breaking a little bit again. Alright, none of these are gears. Let's get the corpses.
There's nothing left of them. Can't even tell who they were.
I'm sorry, Ren.
You joined the Legion knowing you're already dead. You don't fear the killing blow. We rest in the stone and pass our strength back to her. That's our reward. But the Darkspawn defiled these soldiers. They can't return to the stone. They'd only weaken her.
There must be some way to lay them to rest with honor.
We can burn the remains.
No. That's all we can do.
Alright, none of those are gears. That's not a gear.
Look at that, Ren. Could this be Hedron?
Darkspawn all over it. You can see their torches.
Even Darkspawn appreciate a little mood lighting.
We're getting close to
Nope,
something.
not that way.
Aye.
Not that way.
The fight of our lives.
Again, my goal in life is not to find all these gears, but I'm at least gonna try. You know, pinging the area is fine. Alright. Whenever we find a new... Well, this is a fast travel point. I think I'm gonna go back to camp and see what we can do with the work table. Sorry. Expedition table. Deep Roads Expedition,
Remember to stay
recovering
hydrated.
barreled treasure.
This hurts you. Shepherd!
Oh. Little nasty. The Inquisition has located several casks of Dwarven ale in one of the upper rooms of the Darkspawn Warrens. Recovering them intact could be challenging, but success would mean a sizable boost to morale for the Legion troops stationed in the area. Inquisition troops will stand guard while our engineers set up a pulley system to recover the casks. The Inquisition has recovered several casks of Dwarven ale from the Darkspawn Warrens. One has been installed in the camp shared with the Inquisition, and the rest have been shipped to other Legion of the Dead outposts in the area. Woo! We got all the dwarves drunk. Mission successful? The Inquisition has identified a location near the entrance to Hyde Run Tig that is ripe for exploration and recovery efforts. A construction team would build a bridge that grants access to several Dwarven ruins at the top of the Tig. Sure. Doesn't matter which one you pick for those. The construction team has completed a bridge near the entrance to Hyde Run Tig that will allow Inquisition forces to explore several Dwarven ruins. Yep. Okay, we can go back to that point and we'll have a way to go. Well, the back thing is good. I need to move around a little more. We haven't even gotten here yet, so there's no point in looking, I guess. Could I take that? What am I doing with that? Alright, well, guess nothing. Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. You'll never find it. You'll never find it.
Keep your mouth closed when fighting Darkspawn. Their blood's poison.
So, we have a bunch of ways to go right here.
Thanks for the warning.
There was this Carter boy, Vaughn, who joined the Legion around the same time I did. Fast with daggers. Could poke 50 holes in a hurlock before the Blighter knew what happened. Daggers are messy. Vaughn swallowed some spatter. Took him 3 days to die.
We need to work on your stories, Grizzly.
Now, Grey Wardens are not immune to Darkspawn blood and the taint, but they're resistant to it, which makes sense. If you're gonna spend your lives fighting Darkspawn, you can't be worried about blood getting into your mouth or an open cut and costing you your life. Now, imagining that they resist that kind of interaction with it. Imagining if you took a big bucket of Darkspawn blood and drank it, or poured it into a big open, it would probably do it, but a little bit isn't gonna do it, because otherwise you'd make a poor warrior against Darkspawn. You would lose too many people. It'd be like fighting zombies with no way to protect your skin. Too many people would get bit. Either fight from a distance or have some kind of armor on. Fighting's bloody. Call a bounty. Don't go in there just yet. Aha! Oh, you mean the kind of skeleton that used Windows Movie Maker and a crappy $20 mic? Yeah, that kind? Oh, we have another door on our hands. Oh, this is the 4th gate. Well, I'm here. Oh, I'm glad I opened this one. Awesome. Demon Nosferatu. Alright, we're in for the long haul here. This is going to be probably a long fight. I don't think we have that much damage on barriers, so... I deleted my Facebook account years ago. I think you can still use Messenger without an account, but I use Discord now pretty much solely. It's just like, have everything in one place. Man, I wish we had more barrier damage. I think Vivian has some barrier damage stuff on. Oh, in the world of fantasy football, my #1 pick is out for a few weeks. McCaffrey. Yay. He gets hurt a lot. I was tempted not to take him as the first overall pick because of that. So, I didn't listen to my gut, and now I'm out of a starting running back for like 4 weeks. Potentially longer. And my bench is terrible, so not looking great this year. That's okay. I'm not playing for money anymore, so I'm not too worried about it. I have made an effort not to care as much about it. I get a little too focused on it, and I go insane trying to figure out, like, who should I start? Who should I start? And I just... It's mostly luck anymore. I don't need to stress about it. I mean, it's pretty comfy. That's why they never leave. Hate to say it, but unless a running back gets injured, like Ezekiel Elliott or Cook on the Vikings, I have their backup running backs. I'm in pretty bad shape. I might pick up McCaffrey's backup and start him, even though they kind of have a running back by committee with him gone, but still might do it. Also, McCaffrey got hurt early in the game, so he got me like 4 points for the game. So, not looking great this week. But again, I keep telling myself this. I'm making an effort to not care as much. It's fine. Things happen. As easily as my top pick got hurt for a few weeks, one of my lower picks could become like a breakout star, and I could do good. It's all kind of random. Dwarven mug. Up. So, where am I going? This is a dead end. That's good, because it means I can just leave. I like dead ends.
The Reapers are here.
Reapers. Hello, Grizzly Cowboy. Thank you for the raid. MLB The Show. I've always heard those games are fun. I used to play Madden a lot, and they just kind of kept being the same game over and over, but I heard MLB The Show's
Commander Shepard. Welcome aboard.
Oh, and also thank you for the follow. Hello, everybody. We're playing some Dragon Age Inquisition. We're playing the Descent DLC. I did spell Descent wrong in the title for the stream today. I left it. It's just, I think it's just spelled decent. So, this DLC's decent. I haven't really felt the need to pick up another Madden game. I loved franchise mode. I like the business sim of Madden games. So, like, I really enjoy that aspect of it. I would actually just sim the games and then just do the front office stuff. But if I ever did play a baseball game, yeah, I always wanted Madden to have like restricted free agency and like make it more realistic. I want a full like team manager sim game of football. I would get that. Hold on, check you out. If you don't mind me asking, who told you? I'm just curious. You don't have to tell me. What is that? The Nug King. All praise the Nug King. Sate his appetite with cheese. Older is better.
Why is this here? Perhaps there's a use for it.
I have some old cheese. Well, I mean, Blackwall is our expert on cheese. I had him use a cheese shield for a while, so this is a nice room. But there was actually one year where they actually took franchise mode out. I think it was Madden 06 for the 360. I loved Madden 05 and 06 on Xbox, but on 360, 06 was awful. It was very bare bones. I think they took out franchise mode, which was like, that's why I get the game. I'm always on the lookout for a fun, like, sim type game. Like, Business Sim is fine, but I love a game like, we're going to be playing a game called Epic Manager soon. It's like, it's an indie game where you're like the head of, like an adventure guild, and you have to decide what people bring on their missions and who goes. Apparently it's a little bare bones, but... Oh, Blitz! Oh, nice. Like, I always loved the idea of getting people on the team that were, like, no-names. I would always try to save some money by getting some wide receivers or running backs that were just kind of, like, rookies, and I love just making them into something. Is there really nothing over there besides... Guess not. Wait, did I go over here? I'm pretty sure I did. Ooh. Oh. It is fun, like, I've met some cool people by streaming, even before I started streaming. Like, I met some people through streaming. And it's fun when you meet people through people as well. Like, I have, like, that branching web thing going on with people. Like, Julie, a mod here, who also streams. I met her through, I believe, Laylee. And I met Music through Hazel. And everyone kind of, like, leads to other people. It's always interesting when I pop into someone's stream and I see someone else in there that I know, and I had no idea they knew each other. At all. It's like, interesting. God, I think we're done over here. Oh, thank you. I will check you out afterwards. Basically, anyone who, like, raids and hosts, I check out after the stream is over. Oh. I think I need a little bit of a hydrator. We're almost at the 6-hour mark. That explains the, No more gears. Oh, the range on this ping is really good. One thing I used to do, I don't do it as much anymore, but I would type in my 3 or 4 favorite games and just look that way. That's how I found Jay. That's how I found M. That's how I found a lot of people. Are we done here? I guess we are. All right, moving on to the next area. I basically typed in Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy VIII, and Mass Effect. Also KOTOR. Yeah, and that's the thing I was going to bring up. Like, one of my goals for streaming has always been to grow the channel, but growth in this sense means more people can find the channel. Imagine a situation where that day I decided not to search all those games. I wouldn't have found J, I wouldn't have found M, I wouldn't have found Hazel, which means I wouldn't have found Music, I wouldn't have found Shadow, I wouldn't have found, like, a bunch of people. Like, Twitch is cool, but it's very hard to find people. So growing the channel means more people at least get the option. If they want to stick around or not, that's up to them. But, yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. Like, how many awesome people did I miss finding because I searched on the wrong day? Like, what if one day I was like, I'm going to search KOTOR. I'm in the mood to watch some KOTOR. Not a lot of people stream KOTOR on Twitch. I think when I searched, it was like 2 people. But imagine if I had searched it the day before. Like, I might have found someone, like, awesome, then, you know, get to know them and just go from there. It is kind of luck a lot of the time. And just timing.
A good soldier in the roads once. She fell down a hole. Found her 3 days
I mean, real
later.
life as well. I mean,
He loves this story.
She spent a whole day telling us all the strange things she saw while lost. A golden longboat floating in the air. Packs of hairless children hunting nugs. And a giant skeleton on a throne.
Was it true?
Never found out. She woke up the next day. Couldn't remember any of it.
ooh, spooky. X-Files stuff. Yes. That was when I did my first marathon. That was for my 1-year anniversary stream. Speaking of which, we had our 2-year anniversary week last week. And again, I did Mass Effect as fast as I could. I was amazed that I finished all 3 Mass Effect games in 13 and a half hours. Like, you must be able to skip dialogue faster, because I feel like when you can't skip dialogue, it's like the game trying to load faster, and then it lets you skip. Kind of like a cutscene skip. I'm guessing because that game has better load times, I was able to skip more than in the original. Like, I feel like it just all added up. I did do Stream Raiders, but Stream Raiders honestly didn't add that much time to it. Oh. That's kind of creepy. Boom. Yeah, wasn't it, was it Felicia Day server? I think. I remember Ninja telling me about that. Ah. Yeah. I was guessing 16 to 18 hours. I never would have guessed 13. That requires bloodstained gears. There's one up there. Yeah, I mean, it should, like, I didn't take into account the faster load times, but Andromeda took me like 4.5 hours, so it should have taken roughly 17-ish hours to do. But I guess the combined faster load times, maybe, which could have led into more skipping of dialogue, all that might have made a difference. Should I open some of these doors? I feel like I need to... kind of wish I knew which was what they led to. How many of these do I have? Doesn't tell me. I'm going to save them in case I need them. Like, this appears to go further down. This is just a dead end. So. Yeah, when I was finishing up that early, I was kind of just like, aw. Look on the bright side. Because the goal was met for 15 subs during the subathon week. Again, to the end of the month, so yeah, that was easily met. I'm going to be doing a 24-hour birthday stream. It probably won't be on my birthday. It'll be on whatever weekend my birthday week is. I feel like it's just more convenient to do that for everybody, like a Saturday to Sunday. Or even Friday to Saturday. But for every goal that was met after that, I added an hour.
That you're bringing order to the chaos.
So we're at 29 hours. That stream is going to be.
That's what they tell me.
Ouch.
We could use that down here.
I'm working on plans for it. I really don't have a set schedule for it yet. I could do what I normally do and do like blocks of stuff. But there's also fun in just playing one game the whole time, seeing how far I can get or what I can do. Could do both. Could have like a few breaks with little things in between. Like I did the show and tell last time. I don't really have any new stuff to show and tell this time, so a little bit, not much. Did I miss any gears? I really need to start pinging more. No, okay. Well, no, it took 22 hours last time. Andromeda took about 4, which is why I was banking on like 17 or 18. Also, I did do it overnight, So the fact that I was tired probably factored into it. That's why I flipped the time from 7 p.m. to starting at noon. So that way most of the game was during the day. More convenient for everybody else to be able to catch some of it, and then just me not playing a game until 1 in the afternoon the next day. Oh, bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, he's fine. Pretty sure he yelled Dorian. He's fine. He's good. So, wait, did I just go around? Oh, the door.
Lost my
Okay.
leg to a hurlock
Right.
a few years back. Left a nasty scar.
How'd you...
Have to go the other way around to get in there. Now, I don't want to go the right way first. So, probably should go back and see where this goes.
Get away.
Kicked her with the other leg. Seriously, keep your guard up. They'll use your tongue as jewelry.
I'll remember that.
I kind of want to look up the voice actors for both these characters. The guy sounds familiar, and there were times when Avalta sounded familiar as well. Again, BioWare game. I'm surprised we haven't heard Caden or Karth in the Dragon Age games yet. Here comes Dragon Age 4 with a new character. Ren is solid. That's why he sounded familiar. He sounded the most familiar when he was doing that gruff, that gravelly part of his voice. That'd be why. All right, come on. No, stop giving me your stop. Oh, you're mine now. Ooh, 3 of them. 4 of them. I will take all of those. Good thing I came over here. All right, here's a question to anyone who's played KOTOR and Mass Effect. Which character do you like more, Karth or Caden? I know my answer. Like, I don't hate Karth as much as most people. I really don't. I kind of understand his logic and the way he is, how he is. I get it. But he is kind of a wet blanket, so... Like, they're both space weenies. But Caden, to me, is, like, the best bro space weenie, while Karth is, like, the constantly questioning what I'm doing space weenie. Yeah, space weenie's not a bad thing. Someone's got to be the space weenie. just like Jacob, someone has to be the boring one. So... Not everyone can be interesting. Especially the humans. Wait, Caden can become a... Huh? I am now confused.
I heard the hero of Ferelden came down here during the Blight.
Cardall met the Warden, but I never had the pleasure.
Do you often see Grey Wardens?
From time to time. They're a good bunch. Tough in a fight. Fearless.
I'll open this one.
Any Warden would say the same about the Legion.
Oh, is that also, isn't that Laura Bailey? Oh. Oh, I do. Okay. I was going to say, if I don't have enough gears for that one door. Also, Jay, I'm going to imagine the first time you ever heard Jennifer Hale was Metal Gear. Just a guess. My first time hearing Jen Hale? KOTOR. Mother holds me when I say, oh, this is going to be weird, isn't it? Warm, so warm. Her rhythm flows through my throat, burning until the miners and their fat, cruel hands are distant memory. Kolg is memory. I am the sun. The words come in waves. I will drown in them for her.
More on the lyrium experiments.
Yeah.
Looks like his results were inconclusive.
Oh, Atten. I like Atten. I've always liked Atten. I'm not going to spoil it, but Atten, when you get into Atten's backstory in 2, ooh, was not expecting where it went. And that is awesome. That conversation you have with him at one point when you get like the certain criteria met and he likes you enough. It's a big reason why I love that game. It dives into not just light and dark side for Force users, but light and dark side for non-Force users. Like how their lives are affected by both the Jedi and the Sith. Kind of like how Golden Deer was fun because it's like the offshoot. It's like the third one. The third wheel kind of thing, you know? You hear people's opinions and points of view that aren't Jedi or Sith. Kind of like how in the world of KOTOR, the Old Republic, people don't care if you're Jedi or Sith. They just see you as a Force user who keeps lighting the galaxy on fire in war. So they don't care which one you are. You're a space wizard. That's bad enough. That brings up a lot of feelings and opinions with people. Oh, I can do another expedition. So we can come back here and I'm guessing the bridge goes this way. We'll unlock this before we teleport back. There is something over here, though. This feels familiar. Never mind. I have a YouTube playlist of like a handful of videos that were taken off my Xbox. 5 minutes here is 15 minutes there. Interesting. And I have a bunch of like random clips that I made on Xbox of just dumb stuff happening. There was something dumb that happened in this DLC, I think. I did a bunch of magic stuff and the game just broke. I had so many things go happen at once, like so many effects from magic happen at once. The game just broke. There's also a funny Skyrim one in there. I actually have some more videos from my Xbox I might pull off and put up. They're just like little 30-minute or 30-second little clips. Oh, wait a minute. I can go that way too. Interesting. So what's over this way besides a gear?
Careful!
That was a big one.
We need to go deeper.
Only way down from here is falling. Not keen on that.
Now I can't unhear it.
Avoid falling if we're counting votes.
There has to be another way.
Now I can't. Oh, I should have gone in there first because I jumped down. Yep, that's probably. Oh. Well, whenever I come back here, to get the bridge done, I guess I'll go in there too. But yep, now I can't unhear Solid Snake. Like, I don't hear it at all. So that's good. Like, I think it's a compliment to say, like, that doesn't sound like you. That's a good thing, I feel like. Like, I would not have guessed that was you. That's awesome. Like, Like when like the person who voices Josephine in this game voices Shamir and Dorothea in Three Houses. I could not tell. And that is a good thing. Bianca and Dagna. Okay, yep. So Bianca and Dagna, and then, okay, got it. And then Volta and Hardinger. Okay. Also, I didn't realize that Liara was lightning until I replayed 13 for fun on PS3, and I could just not stop hearing like a more edgy Liara talking. I somehow just didn't hear it the first time. But once you know it, you can't unhear it. Okay. So we missed that, but I might be able to double back and go this way. I don't know why I marked that. It's right there. Anything in there? Nope. All right. Oh, look at that. You can. Except I might not be able to make this jump up here. It might be a one-way trip. No! Let me in. I don't want to have to go all the way back around. No. All right, fine. Ooh. Just like, I wish I could remember these names more. Like, games don't need voice acting to have good character interactions. They don't. I think older games have proven that. How many games have we played in the past, JRPGs especially, that are just text? The writing alone is good enough. But I do appreciate voice acting to bring things more to life. Like, I feel like we kind of been spoiled in the last like decade or so by voice acting. You know, it used not to be, it wasn't guaranteed. It wasn't a thing. But I wish I could remember names better. I just don't. I have to see the name over and over and over and over to remember. Like, Jen Hale.
Darkspawn are getting worse.
Also, one syllable.
That
Kind of helps.
explains the stench.
Although, Ali Hillis, you think I could remember. I had to look for that, by the way. I know people saw that. I had to look at the chat to see that. Okay. Ooh, which way do we go? Back the way we came from, of course. Also, what is... That's something new. Alright, we got more gears. Gears for everyone who wants a gear. Got a gear here. Oh, wait, I can get up there from here. Nice. I must find everything. Not really, but I must make the attempt to find everything by simply going through all the areas. Oh, I see you up there. Hello. That was the wrong move. Although it hit a lot. Huh. Got lucky. So I think after stream tonight, I'm going to work on that Fire Emblem thing again. I'm going to make one little change. Like I mentioned before, Byleth will no longer be the head of the house. I will make that someone else. And then I'm going to add another person. I originally made Byleth the lead just so we could only have 7 people. That way I had more excuses to use other people. But I might as well just add them to the house. with my very, very limited knowledge of image manipulation. I kind of do like these... How do I put this? I've always been good at... I'm not sure if there's a really a phrase, if there's like a really a word or phrase for this. Not really improvising, but taking what knowledge I have and being able to make something that's not perfect. It's not made the way you're supposed to make it, but it worked. I guess improvising is the closest thing I can think of. Because I did some like things where it's like, don't look too far below the surface on this one. It works. Just leave it at that. Yeah. Also, so like it's hard to explain. Like the idea of taking something and using it as best I can. Like making the best of what I have. Being efficient with it. Again, I have a free program that I use, and my knowledge is lacking in that area. So I'll be honest, again, it's passable. I'm just saying, like, I surprise myself by doing that stuff sometimes, because it's just like, I fumbled my way through that somehow. So the end result is normally a little better than I thought it would be. So even I'm just like, how did that happen? And then I forget how I did it, and I can never recreate it. Which is why I want to work on it tonight before I forget how to do it. I have several things where I did something, a setup in OBS or in Lorien boards, and I don't remember how I did it. And if I had to redo it, I can't do it. I really need to start, like, bookmarking stuff or making videos showing me doing it, even just for my own benefit. Oh, fire. Fire bad. MacGyvering. I like that. I like that phrase. Being someone who was a kid during the time MacGyver was a thing, I never really watched the show, but I remember a little bit of it. And of course I knew of it. Also became General Jack O'Neill by the end of Stargate. If you were to ask everybody who knows those characters, when you think of that actor, Richard Dean Anderson, what do you think of first? Jack O'Neill or MacGyver? As much as I love Stargate, I would probably say MacGyver, because that was the first role I knew him in. Again, I was like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, but I knew of the show. It was a pop culture thing. A lot of early Simpson episodes referenced MacGyver. It was just a known thing. Well, I love him for his role as Jack O'Neill. I'd probably say MacGyver. But I feel like that's just an age thing. Was there a new MacGyver show? How did it do? I'm guessing not great. Yeah, like more memories, yes, Stargate. But I'm saying just like if I had to name a role, I would probably get to MacGyver before that.
Get behind us.
But memories, definitely more Stargate. Considering I've seen SG-1 through at least twice. But MacGyver, probably haven't seen a single episode all the way through. It's like the role as a pop culture icon surpasses the TV show for me. Hey, Dorian. Oh, that is a big purple room. Watch out for those gears. Alright, not going to go in there yet. That looks to go way over there. I'm also only down to 1 gear. Oh, hello, person with a lot of health. And other person with a lot of health. Wow, they have less health than I thought. Don't these guys normally take forever to die? Huh. I mean, we're just that strong, right? This music feels familiar. Like, whenever I hear music in games, they always remind me of certain things. This one's hard to place. I always equate stuff to other games. Like, there'll be times where I hear music and I think of certain things. Like, oh, what game was it? I actually don't remember. There was some game that I heard some music from, and I was like, this reminds me of Street Fighter. Even though I didn't play Street Fighter that much growing up. And then I found out the composer was the same composer from Street Fighter 2. It's just like, that makes sense. But I don't remember what game it was from. Now we were just going through a gauntlet of enemies here. I'm in the fire. Oh, did anyone see the Nintendo stuff? I only saw 2 things from it, but I care. ActRaiser Remaster. Remember when I mentioned that I've been looking for games that have like a sim to it? Like an adventure sim or like that kind of like mercenary sim? ActRaiser is like the original version of that. You're basically a god who gets to build a town, but also do like hack and slash fighty stuff. I played the original a long time ago. And there's a remaster on Steam right now. I'll get it eventually. That seems like a game that'll be on sale at some point. You know, being a single player game. No hurry, but I'm definitely gonna get it. Also, Chocobo Racing. A Chocobo Racing either remake or remaster. I didn't actually watch the video yet. I'm kind of trying not to. For Switch, I'm guessing, because it's a Nintendo Direct. ActRaiser is for Switch, and I believe probably PlayStation and PC. Chocobo, I just know it's on Switch. I played that quite a bit on PlayStation. I'm kind of looking forward to like a multiplayer online, you know. Jay, you talked about wanting to play Mario Kart. How about some Chocobo Racing? I played that more than any Mario Kart combined. Although I didn't have Nintendo growing up that much, so that's not hard to do. This music reminds me of something, but I can't quite place it. Alright, we have 2 more bridges we can make. There is one here, and there is one here. Okay. Oh, hey, Skids. Been lurking? That's fine. That's good. Thank you. The racing teams can go... Oh, wow. Ooh. Now, I haven't watched the video. I'm probably going to because I can't help myself. Kind of curious to see what's in it. Like, is it going to be a remaster, or is it going to be a whole new game? Complete with, like, 1 million new characters. I would love if it was like Smash Brothers, where they put in, like, 100 characters. I wonder if the abilities are the same. The idea that you pick up materia, and if you save the materia, it becomes stronger. Pick up a fire materia, you can cast fire. Pick up 2, you can cast Fyra, and then Fyraga. That is actually a really good idea that fits so well into a kart racing game. Like, it transitions to a kart racing, like, just really easily. I feel like I'm missing a gear. I'm trying to find them all, but it's over here. I think I'm good, but I'm gonna double check over here. What if we had a Smash Brothers of Final Fantasy, right? That'd be interesting. Oh yeah, we had Urguys. I rented Urguys a few times on PlayStation. Not much. I'm just walking around in a circle, basically talking, like I always do. No. Well, I kind of like it more like a. That was kind of a waste. A Smash kind of game. I probably like that better. No. Also, that's an optional one. I need to save the gears if there's any more non-optional ones. Oh boy. My favorite enemies to fight. Also, I can't use my best move because I'll probably just fly off the edge. Mines. Also, Jay, we were talking about the ActRaiser remaster and the Chocobo Racing. Meteor. Not Meteor, but like, well, every character has a special ability. And in the original, Bahamut had Mega Flare. That's basically like lightning, in a sense. Like, it hits everybody. I tend to use I used Black Mage a lot, I used Chubby Chocobo a lot. Those are kind of my two go-tos. Black Mage is awesome. Black Mage can take something like Fyra and make it Fyraga. Like, you basically power up the magic the longer you keep it. Chubby Chocobo, I believe, had a defensive thing? No. Chubby Chocobo had a thing that made him more maneuverable. That's what it was. Gunblade, that was like, Gunblade's basically a star. Or, Piranha Plant, I guess. Or Bullet Bill, kind of. It's a run through the course, killing things. But Chocobo Racing.
Down you go.
Oh, that, yeah. I just liked using him as a character because I like Chubby Chocobo. Black Mage was good. White Mage had a barrier, right? Golem had grip, yeah. Chocobo had a speed. Mog had flight, which was not kind of lame. Goblin had steel, which could be messed up to do. Barrier's good. Good defensive move. So I'm supposed to go this way. So let's go this way. I would love if they added new characters. You know, for the longest time I didn't know Cactuar was in the game. There are other hidden characters in that game. I did not know. Apparently Cactuar's terrible. I never knew they existed. Oh yeah, Behemoth. I forgot about Behemoth. Getting some, what kind of food? I'm living through other people here. What kind of food? It's like, oh, you had pizza? Tell me what kind of pizza it was. Tell me a story. Burgers? Mm. I can have burgers without the bread. It's part of the fun. I've always said, I don't consider bread a delivery system for food. I like bread. I end up putting less meat and toppings on a sandwich because I like to taste the bread along with everything else. I'm a connoisseur of the bread on a sandwich. So when a place has bad bread,
So that's how the Lyrium
nah.
experience ended.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Yeah, we know. I had the internet then. I just didn't think to look up hidden characters in Chocobo Racing. Didn't have a smartphone yet, so like the ability to look up random crap when I thought about it was severely diminished. God, speaking of phone, my phone's dying. My phone is at 62%, and I really haven't used it at all today. The battery lasts like 3 hours. If I don't use it, it can last a day, but then what's the point of it lasting? Ooh. So how many characters are in the game normally? Is it 10 or 12? I can't count right now. Two ogres, huh? Alright. I mean, I would imagine that Squall was a character because that's when 8 was coming out, right? Was it only 8? I don't know. Yeah, 12 sounds like too many. I'd say 8 or 10. We literally just listed them, but, yeah. Squall was 9. But then you had... Who were the hidden characters again? Besides, Cactuar? Who is, like, hard mode, I guess? Sid and Cloud. Which Sid? I'm gonna guess from 7. Because Sid from 8 would be a weird pull. Or just Sid from Chocobo Racing, I guess. He's a character. Oh, okay, alright. Well, this is a big fight. Some stuff needs to die. In the music, I heard that Stargate part again. There's a little part in there. Please something die. That's not something small and dumb. Alright, something died. Oh, I'm low on potions. I kind of need to get to this next camp. I think it's what we're fighting towards. Boom. Didn't kill him. There we go. Get them, ogre! Oh, okay. Now here comes more stuff. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I feel like whenever I use that move on these enemies, they all, like, every hit hits, even though it normally doesn't at that range. Convenient.
Get to the emissary leader. Cut it down and they're done.
I remember this part. I remember dying here. It was actually kind of a hard fight. Doesn't bode well for me. Again, it's because I have no good. I think I have really good barrier damage. Should I do it? Should I do it? Yeah, I'm doing it. Boy, look at this broken ability go.
This is our fight.
Even just using it regularly is pretty good. Like just shooting regular arrows, you still shoot 3 times. All right. That ability is so good. When I read about it, I thought it meant like hail of arrows. It was like, oh, it's probably just like arrows rain from the sky. But nope. I mean, they do kind of, I guess, when you use this move. All right, we got camp. Making good progress, I think. Up. Ooh, cutscene.
That's the last of those, Darkspawn. Legion's in your debt, Inquisitor.
Look at this, Ren. It's ancient. Maybe 1,000 years old.
Any idea who built it or why?
This Tig is on top of a lyrium mine. According to the memories, the mine was destroyed by some unexplained disaster. The miners must have used this lift to reach the lower levels.
I'm starting to see a trend.
If there is a titan causing earthquakes, it's down there.
I found this book with the emissary. The pages are mostly ruined, but a few are readable. See this line? I awoke to the singing stone. Our kingdom trembled at the Titan's hymn.
That reference to singing stone. I've been told that raw lyrium has a sound.
A hum. The mining cast follows it to find lyrium veins. They say it's the stone calling to them.
Perhaps it wasn't chance that the quakes destroyed lyrium mines.
A connection with lyrium. Basically, lyrium is mined by dwarves. They have like a resistance to it, and they give it to mages and Templars and all sorts of magical people. So is it a coincidence that these earthquakes are destroying lyrium mines? It would give credit to the idea that this is an intelligent thing.
Is it possible the Darkspawn or their emissary could also hear the song?
The stone would never call to those vile things. But that doesn't mean they can't hear her.
Darkspawn live and die by the Blight. They don't care for much else.
I didn't realize you knew so much about Darkspawn motives.
Not everything's a mystery, Volta. Some things are exactly as they appear.
And some things are not.
How can we be sure what the book says is true?
We shouldn't force connections that don't exist.
Perhaps this will change her mind. Look here. It's the royal seal of Orsec Garal.
King Orsec Garal? That book belonged to a paragon? Maybe you are onto something, Volta.
Of course you'd take a dead man's word over mine. Always the traditionalist.
Hey, challenging tradition lost you a cushy position in Orzammar.
Yep, it is.
Does a king's book mean that much to you, Ren?
Paragons are the best of our people. They don't hand that title out to just anyone. Not even a king. Knowing it was Geralt's book from the start would have saved us an argument.
As if you'd ever avoid an argument.
Oh, you lost your job over this?
What does he mean you lost your position? I thought you were a Shaper.
Not all Shapers have the same duties. Mine were adjusted. When my superiors ordered me to remove an official record from the memories, I declined. We decided it would be best if I served the Shaperate here, finding history instead of recording it.
Or deleting it. Isn't that convenient? Hey, we run the memories around here, the history. Can you just delete that one for me?
That record must have been important, to risk your position over it.
It was trivial, actually. A childhood friend of King Balin had ancestral ties to the Carta. But the truth is the truth, no matter how political it may be.
The Shaperate can erase official records. Aren't the memories permanent?
Sometimes erasing records is standard procedure. If a dwarf becomes castless, they're struck from the memories. But I was asked to change a fact that someone important merely found inconvenient.
Understandable. Yesterday's all the rage is today's embarrassment.
Also, we're in a situation where we're hearing Liara and Solid Snake have a conversation. Ah, Jay, it's the crossover we'll never get.
If the Shaperate is willing to erase memories, what would prevent them from covering up the existence of Titans?
Why would they do that?
Because someone in power demanded it.
It's the Reapers. Yeah, screw them.
It takes courage to challenge authority.
I suppose you would know. Some believe the past is what we make it. But we gain nothing from ignoring mistakes.
I'm sorry I brought it up. The earthquakes are what matters. I don't know where this lift leads, but we're about to find out the hard way. Get ready.
Glug glug. Let's rest, because I think that just used it. No, it didn't. That didn't count. Okay. Since we just reached another camping spot, we're going to, before we move on, we're going to fix up those two bridges we found. One that's here and one that's here, I think. So let's go back to camp. I don't think you can talk to him. They're just kind of, well, I guess I can, but...
The Inquisition is on everyone's lips. Even the Assembly has taken an interest. I'm told King Balin wished to meet you personally, but the Deshos talked him down. The earthquakes present too great a risk. When the previous king died, Orzammar nearly fell apart.
Never mind. You can talk. I assumed it would be like a one-line, but...
How does one become a Shaper of memories?
I was born with a keen stone sense. It caught the Shaperate's attention. But my passion for history earned me the title. It was never really a choice.
How do you know Titans exist?
You seem quite excited by the idea that these Titans may exist.
My connection to the stone allows me to hear it, but I can only listen. Titans can sing through the stone. It is extraordinary. We call ourselves children of the stone. What does that make the Titans?
Well, parents, I guess. Kind of. Or gods, I mean, if you want to go that way. Orzammar.
What's life like in Orzammar?
I haven't lived in Orzammar for 3 years, but I receive updates. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
Ooh.
Do you miss living there?
I do sometimes. Particularly the easy access to a warm bath and clean clothes. But the importance of my work outweighs the comforts of the city.
Why are castes so... Yeah, the dwarves and their caste system.
A dwarf's caste seems to dictate their entire life in Orzammar.
I could bore you for hours about our society's castes and the tensions that go along with them. Simply put, citizens of Orzammar are born into a caste, and that is their lot in life. A member of the Smith caste can never join the warrior caste, and vice versa. Everything is predetermined.
There's no way for someone to change castes.
It is possible for a member of the lower caste to marry above their station, but only their children's caste will improve. Similarly, when dwarves are made casteless, so are their descendants.
Yep.
How's the political climate in Orzammar?
There have been riots due to food shortages, but they will pass, I hope. I've no doubt some Deshers will try to use the situation for their own gain. But the king has a good hold over the Assembly.
What are Deshers?
Members of the Assembly, all noble-born. Through the Assembly, they govern Orzammar. The king presides over them.
That's enough about Orzammar.
Of course.
Your talk of Orzammar bores me.
Thanks for the insight, Shaper.
My pleasure,
Liara.
Inquisitor.
We'll speak another time.
All right, let's talk to Solid Snake over here. Oh, oh, I can't talk to him. No, I want to talk to him. Oh well. Okay. The Inquisition has discovered an interesting artifact halfway down the ruins of Hyde Run Tig. A construction team could build a bridge that grants access to the large monument in the center of the cavern. So this just goes to one little area. I could take care of that. And this... Identify an ancient Dwarven ruin near the Darkspawn nests at the bottom of Hyde Run Tig. A bridge could be built to access the ruins. So this goes to an actual whole area. Okay. Nothing over here because we haven't gotten there yet. Alright, we'll go to that one first. Or not, since we're going... Well, it doesn't matter. We're backtracking here, so... Alright.
Feel it now. The blight. It's spreading.
It's in my liver. Now my kidneys. There's a character in Outer Worlds that does that. He's a hypochondriac, so we have a conversation, he's just kind of like, I can feel it in my spleen now. Oh, I'm looking forward to playing that game again. So, yeah, that might go. I went the complete wrong way. Nothing. I guess we're going to the ruins first, because that's the first one I could see. Alright. Oh, I see it. It leads down. Okay, yeah. It leads down into the... Okay, got it. Got it. I think someone just got lit on fire. Ah! Alright, good job, me. Alright. If I was aimed the proper way, it wouldn't have been so bad. But... Oh, new cup. World's best shaper. Here's the problem. I don't have enough gears to get in here. There might not be enough gears in this game to get in everywhere. Except it took so long to get down here. Like, I feel like there's going to be good stuff in here. Open. Come on, open. How many do I need for this one? I only have 2 and I need 4. Ugh. Oh well. I'll be on the lookout for more gears later. Up we go. Oh, what? I like how I can take a shortcut by not using the ladders down. Can't do that on the way up. Stupid physics. It's like stairs. You can climb down stairs pretty easily and quickly, but when you gotta go back up them... But when I was a kid, I was just like, hey, when we move, can we finally get a house with stairs? For whatever reason, as a kid, I didn't have a house with stairs for a while. So it's just like, oh, stairs are cool because it's like a second part of a house. But as an adult, I'm just kind of like, oh, I hate stairs, especially when you had to move. Oh, only half of all this stuff has to go up the stairs. My first apartment was like a townhouse thing, but we were on the top. We were like on the top floor. So every single thing we moved in there had to go upstairs. Not doing that again. Also, the place wasn't built well for getting in those stairs. It had like a sharp 90-degree turn. So it was actually pretty... Hello, spider. Oh, there it goes. It was very difficult getting bigger things in there, because you had to turn it. No, more spiders. Yeah. Was that a gear door? It was. Okay. I would never want to live high up in a place. I feel uncomfortable. I mean, I wouldn't want to live on the ground floor either, just because I feel like that's just like a recipe for just noise, and I don't know. Like, I feel like that this place was cool because it was a townhouse, but they were only like top and bottom. And I liked being on the top because there was no one above me. Didn't have to worry about like foot traffic noise. There was no one. My bedroom was on the corner that was outside. So my bedroom wasn't near anybody.
Stay hydrated.
It was a good setup.
This hurts you. Shepherd.
Only downside was we saved money by not using the heat in the winter. But because my place was on the second floor, on the corner of the building, it got cold in there. But hey, that's what blankets are for. So about those hints, no. You made me drink nasty tea. Why would I give you a hint? Let's at least space them out a little bit, maybe. You know, we can talk about this later. Yeah, but you wanted to. He beat you to it. Don't lie. Oh. I think Dwarf Liara just killed me. How many more? What other hints could I give? Things are going to give it away too much. Like if I give the game, that's a big hint. Again, you know what I've streamed. I mean, there's only 40 games on the list. But it also has to be a game that existed back when Mass Effect 1 existed. So that kind of helps. Kind of. Oh, hiccups. I mean, I do play a lot of older games, I guess. It's like, it wasn't Outer Worlds, you know that. Not telling. Fine, I'll give you a hint. Because it's not going to be helpful in the slightest compared to what games... when you think this hint's going to be helpful, it's not, because look at the games I've streamed, and you'll notice a commonality. All of them are PC games, because I can't stream console yet. Again, my Elgato's working now. The old one is working, but it's a kind of a... I'm afraid... we're going to be doing 3 houses soon, but it's going to be a trial run for it. Also, the Switch is not a very powerful system, so that kind of helps. This game wasn't on console. Doesn't help you at all. Because every game on the list that I've beaten on stream is a PC game. So it doesn't help at all. Which is why I gave you the hint. Because emulation's also a thing. So if it was anything like Pokemon, that would have been easy to emulate. I didn't say it was, I just said that as an example. Yeah. Ow. Da 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 da. We're going through the Stargate, everybody. Fine, I'll say no. That was a bunch of, like, Genesis and Game Boy games and stuff, so... Again, you're asking what the first game was. You're not... There are other like, I've played more than one game, so... But the hint you're asking for is what was the first one. You might have already mentioned stuff that I did put on there, but wasn't the first one.
What was that?
What was what?
Something moved. There. Light a torch.
So I can see us coming? Just stay close.
So we've entered the horror section of this game. Notice how dark it is? We're really far down. Like, the world of Dragon Age has a lot below the ground. There's a lot of stuff down here. Oh. Hey, this counts for my horror game, by the way. Don't have to do it anymore. Can I light the area up with an explosion? I can't, kind of. I can, kind of.
Stay together. It's easy to get lost down here.
We've
Well,
gone past
catch up
the
then.
deep roads. How can you tell? It's pitch black.
I can feel it.
I knew that was going to happen. I knew those were just like JPEGs or something where it's like when you do this, you can't see anything. There's just nothing
I
there.
don't wish to alarm anyone, but I believe we've all gone blind.
Or is there? Nope. Oh. I like this. Oh, wait, what is that? Who is, what is happening? Oh, that's one of my team. How'd you get up there? Uh-oh. So we're past the deep roads. We are really far in the ground. I wonder what stuff is down here. That looked like Dwarven armor.
Show yourselves.
And that looks like lyrium. Oh.
Ren!
They have guns.
Not at all.
No!
Oh, that's where that armor comes from. So yeah, they have guns. They have guns. Like, we're deep underground. Run Hollow Earth with, like, where they have, like, all the tech. Yep. He's not dead yet. Yet. Who knows if he'll survive that wound. Like, we're not even sure what they're firing. It almost looked like molten metal. But we don't know what it is. Oh, it went through him. Oh, the Stargate music.
You deserved better. Ren never wanted this life. He was a cobbler, a good one. He joined the Legion to pay his father's debts. It kept his mother and brother from losing their caste. The poor and desperate here often sacrifice themselves for their family's future.
Yep, they do. He knew the risks.
Ren was a good man. We'll honor his sacrifice.
He always seemed indestructible. The armor on these warriors. There's lyrium woven directly into the metal, and it's bonded to their skin. Impossible to remove, but I know what we'd find underneath. These are dwarves. Ren was killed by our own kind.
All it took was a single strike. Ren never had a chance.
The bolt was glowing. Their weapons could also have been infused with lyrium.
Lyrium guns.
I won't leave Ren like this. We must return him to the stone. Thrust Tonsha Saroka.
Well, no more snake voice. Embrace eternity.
I'll see this through, Ren. I promise.
I thought for a second I was looting his body. It was like that sad moment, and then it was just like his body with the word loot on it. Okay. Let's keep going. I doubt there'd be any gears this far down, so I'm guessing we probably opened all the gears door's gonna get to. Well, it's only gonna fit Varric, and Varric's style is his chest has to be exposed. It's the rule. Also, you mentioned perfectly good armor. It has a hole through it. It's not like the armor did good against those shots anyway. It's a cool looking weapon. Not only is it a gun that shoots lyrium, but it's like a repeat weapon. It's very fast. I'll be on the lookout for, there are some down here. Interesting. What are you? Da 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 ba 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 ba. We're in the Lost World now. Or Land of the Lost, honestly. Isn't Land of the Lost where you, like, they fall to the center of the Earth or something and they end up in Dinosaur Land? Isn't that the whole premise? Can also be the Savage Land. That's in Antarctica, though. Oh, they were... No, those were aggressive. I kind of don't want to chance to leaping shot too much here, for obvious reasons. Ooh, oh. Interesting. Why did that crumble for us? Look at this alien stuff.
This is like the Wall of Memories in Orzammar, but ancient. Very ancient. The words seem based in Dwarven, but I barely recognize this dialect.
Ancient aliens.
Can you translate any of it?
Only fragments. The language is very different from what we speak today. This word keeps appearing. Shah Brital. I believe it means revered defenders.
Of what? Yep.
What needs to be protected all the way down here?
Titans, maybe? Would Titans really need defending, though?
Satanal. Satanal. Cut our tongues. Entomb our bodies. Watch over the Titan until it stirs. So the warriors who attacked us must be the Shabratal, and they're protecting a Titan.
Are you all right, Voltaire?
I can hear Ren's objections. Let's keep moving. If more of these memories exist, they may have the answers we need.
Ooh. Greetings. Hi, Dusty. I mean, we're gonna find out. If Titans are a thing, what are they? Is it possible that a Titan could be an archdemon? Like, there's some questions here. We're not even entirely sure what a Titan is yet. I mean, we're imagining some big thing that moves around, but maybe it's something different. Man, enemies take so much damage now. I'd say I need to upgrade my bow, but it's a tier 4 bow. How much better can I make it? Also, where is... Hold on. Varric. Varric isn't helping with the DPS of the group, but I wanted to bring him along because he's a dwarf. He might have some insight. Also, hello, Julie. Oh, the ground looks, like, gooey. Ugh. I know it's probably just rock surface and it's wet, so it looks like that, but ugh. I mean, caves are pretty damp. A lot of drippy water there. And that's how a lot of formations are made, right? Dripping water over thousands of years. So Julie, has the battle begun tonight? Oh yeah. No, no, no. Do not enlist Julie in this. In this helpless crusade. Like, don't do that. Wow, this person has... Okay, it also doesn't help that I'm the only one doing damage. Where is my team? I missed. Okay. Team! Could you do something, please? They're back there again. What if we get so far ahead they have no choice but to teleport up to here? There we go. Look, magic. I still say I very rarely have decent ideas for stuff. Okay, I don't want to ruin it by having people find it too early. Also, there's a gear. There's also another gear. There's also another gear. Bloodstained gear. Oh, he's dead. So it doesn't matter anymore. What a coincidence. That solid snake was in the game and we were collecting gears. There are so many gears here. How did I miss all these? Because I wasn't pinging. Mm-hmm. Nope, out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. Yeah, this is just like a gear graveyard. No, you don't. They're bad. They're bad. No one wants to see them. Even just like from a production standpoint, they're bad. Wait, can I go? I can't see anything. No. Also, there's a good reason why I was able to go into streaming like that. When I did YouTube stuff, I didn't edit. Like I didn't like save time to. I just played a game and talked. I never like had a script or like I never edited stuff. I never made like produced video type things, which is why I guess I was able to do this, you know, well enough to start. This is kind of just how I did YouTube videos.
Quake. Someone sabotaged the bridge, and we don't have time to fix it.
Downside, never learned how to edit that well.
We can reach it if we're careful. Trust me, anything is an improvement. Okay. Do I have 9 or 11? That's kind of confusing. You have 10 out of 12 or 11 out of 22 gears. Well, those numbers aren't the same. Why? Why would you ever wish that? Now it's going to come true.
Look there. More ancient carvings.
Aye. But these seem to be about the Titan. It shapes the stone. It is the stone. It sculpts the world within and without.
Wouldn't something that can sculpt the world have to be rather enormous?
Yes.
It is called a Titan.
So it's a shaper of the stone, like you.
This implies that the Titans are actually sculptors, and our world is their clay.
I mean, how can I put this? There's a reason why I don't like the Marvel Spider-Man movies as much as everyone else. Because there are some scenes, like the first one is kind of just like a teen drama who happens to be Spider-Man. It's like a superhero movie, but also like a teen drama. Talk about cringe, teen dramas. There are things I actually had to skip in the first Spider-Man movie. Like the party scene. It's just like, no, I'm not dealing with this. I don't want to do it.
If Titans shaped the stone, could they have actually created it?
The stone must have existed first.
Then the Titans would be the very first children of the stone.
That would have huge implications for my people.
Yeah, we're getting into some creation mythology here. What if the Titans made the dwarves? Now we're getting into that stuff. What if the Titans crafted the dwarves from stone? Who knows? Again, I don't remember a lot of the lore from this game, so if I just guessed, don't mention it. Because I have no idea if that's even remotely true or not. I'm just throwing out guesses here. This hat's gonna be comfortable in the winter. Just legends.
If Titans can purposely reshape the world, the earthquakes could be the way they sculpt the stone.
But the quakes are destructive. Titans would mold the world, not smash it to pieces.
Unless they're angry.
Depending on your perspective, change can be violent.
But if this is true, how could it be missing from the memories of Orzammar? Why would someone erase such an integral part of our history?
It scares them? I don't know. Okay. Have a good night.
Let's answer that after we stop the earthquakes.
Oh, I'll message you on Discord
We're
what
close.
game you want. Because there's only 4 choices. I'll message you the 4 choices since you won the poll, or the giveaway. Creation mythologies I find interesting. I mentioned I used to watch stuff like Ancient Aliens and Monster Quest. God, Monster Quest was kind of bad. I recently watched it, though, was like the first 10 minutes of each episode. Going over the lore and the backstory of where the story comes from. That was the most interesting part. Or they're going through the woods, failing to find something. I mean, it was more fun. It was more funny than anything. But no, I had a legitimate copy of Fraps. I bought it.
Look at that. Like stars at night.
All these lyrium veins.
By the way,
and they're completely untapped.
The Sharbritol must mine lyrium somewhere. Their weapons and armor are laced with it.
Unless they found another way to harness it.
Remember lyrium? The magical stone liquid stuff that people use for magic and Templars use it. And yeah, look at this. Okay, you know how when you mine stuff, you call them... Well, you know, they look very veiny, don't they? And of course, that makes sense. You have veins of ore. So that's what it reminds me of, though. It reminds me of like a root system or a vein system. But it literally is mining. Oh, the razor. I didn't use a webcam. Oh, there's a hint right there. I didn't use a webcam. So if you find a video that has a webcam to it, if you're like going through like thumbnails and stuff, because not me. God, you guys have so much health. Ow. Ow. The rogue's here too. And Varric is here just to drink all my potions. Yep, and die. Ow! Stop. Stop drinking all my potions. Boo. Was that double or regular? That was regular. Okay. Some cases that's worse, and sometimes the single is worse than the double, because the double can hide certain tastes. Hello, Blitz. A streamer friend of yours rated us earlier. Grizzly Cowboy. Hello, Dorian. You don't want to be alive again. Immediately drinks my potion. And Ferrix. How many potions? I have 8. That's fine. Yeah, thank you for that. It's always fun to meet people through other people. I feel like that was like a rule in life for me in high school and just anywhere else. Like in real, like, you know, like real interactions with people. Well, this is real too. I mean, like in person interactions. The rule, my mindset was, if I have a friend, and they've been my friend for a good while, and they introduce me to a friend of theirs. Yes, people have different personalities, and I get not everyone gets along, but at the very least, if a friend introduces me to one of their friends, I'm gonna think, oh, they're not crazy, or they're not a bad person, or like, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff. Like, we might not get along depending on our personalities, but it's not like, oh, I feel like it's like a good, like, you know, it's like almost like a good recommendation, where it's like, I'm friends with this person, I trust their judgment. Like, how bad could one of their friends really be, right? You know what I mean? It's most, I can't think of an instance where that happened and it ended up being like, oh.
They built this to stop us. There must be some.
I mean, everyone has a crazy friend, right? Ah, he's into 10. I do like my blitzball. Search an area. Okay, we already did that. Oh, I remember this place. It's a little windy. Ah.
Blitzball!
Yeah, unfortunately, Nightbot can't use the emote anymore, but I left the sound effect in.
Maybe they know better than to come down this far.
Just be grateful.
I remember this place. I think it's a lot of twists and turns. So we're going to be walking around a lot. I kind of put it in a bit, one of the bit slots for now, because I had nothing else to put there. It's going to be in Discord. I might move it to follower emote once they become a thing. Follower emotes are going to be fun. I am going to... I think follower emotes are great for like specific things that make no sense anywhere else. I could, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the downside to getting new emotes. I have to push the old ones out. That is the downside of getting new emotes. Like, I thought about it. But yeah, I can do that. Although that'll make Hammy higher up. Oh well. There's no perfect system for this unless I get more emote slots somehow. Yeah, could do that too. I probably should do that.
Back me up!
Yeah, alright, let's get on that. Varric! Would you... Dorian and Varric just won't stop dying. I mean, it's what they do. They're squishy characters. Boom.
creatures aren't deep stalkers. What do they eat to survive?
Hi.
Probably best not to think about that too much.
I'm gonna guess they're cannibals, or somehow they feed off lyrium, and that's all they need to survive. You ever cared for Dorian? Dorian's one of those characters I like more after my first playthrough. I do get he comes off as kind of arrogant, but it's kind of part of his charm. Almost like Kaidan in a sense. Like, I didn't like Kaidan the first time through Mass Effect. I really didn't like him that much. I like him more now. Okay, I have to go this way. Got it. Varric, would you like to drink another potion? I swear Varric has drank more than half my potions. Alright. There's 4 of them. And someone... I'm going after this guy. I get why you might be put off by his arrogance, but I feel like it's kind of on the surface, you know what I mean? Like, he knows it, and he kind of leans into it, but he isn't really like that deep down, I guess. Ow, 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 ow! Hey, Blackwall, you want to get him off of me, please? You know, do your job? No? Okay. Ow. Oh, but Kaidan's cool. Kaidan's just like a reliable person. Is he boring compared to the rest of the teammates? Of course he is. It's cut. Look. Being human in the world of Mass Effect is a death sentence, because all the cool characters are aliens. That makes sense because they're interesting. They're different. Are you just staring at the wall? What are you doing? Although the human characters in 2, I think, are better, but they're different. Ashley and Kaidan are Alliance Marines. They can't be that out of it. Like, out of like the usual Venn diagram of who you want to hang out with. But then in Mass Effect 2, you have all sorts of people. Convict, mercenary, thief, crazy biotic woman. that's the convict, but wait a minute, am I on a different map? I am. Oh, this is gonna get confusing. Ooh. I actually do like Ashley better than Kaidan in 1. I find her interesting, but I do like Kaidan better in 3. There's something about their personalities and how they change. I like Kaidan in 3. Like, a lot of people, I didn't give him a chance for the longest time, but after I saw him, like after I got to hear his dialogue, and I like him. Dead end! Good. It's one less way I have to go. Ashley was the first character I romanced. It didn't carry over. But yeah. I can't think of a lot of like creative uses for a stream deck, but I can definitely think of some practical ones. You thought of something? What? What'd you think of? Are you still being a detective right now? Yeah, back to Dragon Age. We're actually on the 2nd DLC. So we're getting close to beating it. Oh, here we go. Let me guess. You want me to tell just you the name of the YouTube channel, and you promise you won't tell anybody else. And in turn, you'll stop helping them find it. Am I close? Like, in every group, there's the deal maker. So I'm imagining this. Like, please tell me I'm right. Like, come on. Wait. Oh, it's... Again, it's one of those things where it's a different map, so it's hard to tell where I'm going. Why is this so dark? That's a wall. All right. Oh. Oh, I was definitely expecting at least one person to be that person, though. Where it's like, oh, screw them, I just want to know. I only want to know because I'm curious. I won't do anything with it. Like, ooh. Okay. See how confusing this is? Because that led to this map, and now we're back over here. God, elevation maps are so annoying to me. I get lost so easily. Because now we're on top of where we were, I think. Hey, fall off the level. Nope, never mind. You have a lot of health. Okay. Is this gonna be do the Lawrence challenge or something? Like, what's the deal here? Why do you have so much health? And why you stand still? Ah. Bye. Wow. You are very tough. What is happening? Oh, I'm back where I started. Huh. Oh, that'd be rough. That would be a little rough. I mean, thing is, I can't because I feel like it'd be too easy to find it at that point from something I said, or we're trying to keep it like a mystery at that point. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. At halftime, the score was 0. Ouch. Ouch.
Shepherd.
That's a little rough. Oh. So, I don't know where I'm going. Haven't been lost in this game in a while.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Yeah. Here's the interesting part. I have all the videos still on a hard drive. Like, I have some episodes I never released. Ooh. Never before seen behind the scenes stuff. I really don't know where I'm going. We don't have a good football team. It's all about having fun, though, at that level, right? Right? I mean, I feel like it should be that way at any level, but... Wait a minute, wait. Is that a... No, that was just... I don't know where I'm going. I guess... Back up here? Oh, you're downloading them? Ooh. I'm sure I have a VHS tape somewhere of, like, one of my school recitals. Ooh. Now that's gonna get burned if I find it. Now, do I just jump down from here? Is this like a one-way trip thing? That I don't think it is, because I think it's just back down where I was. Ow. Yep, I don't know where I'm going. I went up there, but maybe there was a way I didn't go. You wouldn't... Yes, you would. I always hated that. You wouldn't download a car. Are you kidding me? If you could... in high school especially, when those messages were popping up for me, if I could download a car for free and be able to drive around... Of course I would. Anybody would. Well, that's the way out. Or is it? Wait a minute. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, that's the way back out. Okay. Oh. Yeah, lucky for me, a lot of that stuff was lost. Just to time and like tape degradation, you know, being in storage all the time, and luckily a lot of that stuff is just gone. There's probably a few somewhere. I don't know where I'm going. Can I just jump over this? Can I just cheese this right now and jump over it? No, okay. True. So technically you can download a car. What's going to happen if that happens? If like a dealership does that, they partner with a 3D printer and you can actually build your own like plastic car that can go like at least like 35, you know, in like a rural, like city type area. And what's going to happen when that's like, people start using those as memes? You wouldn't download a car. Oh. I mean, most new cars are mostly plastic anyway, right? Plastic's pretty durable. I don't know where I'm going. Like, I think I am actually kind of lost here. Well, I went through a bunch of VHS tapes in storage and threw away a bunch of them. They were just like old, like stuff I recorded on TV. I actually watched them though. I have some VHS tapes of Nickelodeon shows that don't exist anymore. And I mean don't exist anymore. There was a point where Nickelodeon lost a bunch of footage, a bunch of like whatever they want to, like, I don't know if it's film or what. There's a lot of like sitcom stuff that only lasted a season or two on Nickelodeon that don't exist anymore. You can't find them anywhere. They're just gone. They're gone forever. I actually have a few episodes recorded of some of those shows. Okay. Can I go anywhere in here that I missed? It definitely doesn't look like it. Wait a minute. Is this a Indiana Jones thing? If I believe in the heart of the dragon, can I pass? Is this an invisible bridge situation?
Words are carved into the stone.
I hate that I was right.
Only those who believe may cross. Subtle.
I hate that was a thing. All right, moving on.
Glad that worked. The alternative would have been messy.
Oh. Look, it's a bunch of nugs. Why are there so many nugs?
An altar for offerings?
This game has taken a turn. Oh, and the cheese! Oh, the cheese that I found! What is happening? I don't remember this at all. We have summoned the Council of the Nug. I don't think I ever found this.
Well, shit.
Hello, Your Highness. Squeaks? That was a dolphin.
Are you putting me on trial?
It looked like I was going to squeak because my mouth opened for a second.
I'm feeling very judged.
I don't think I ever found this. The Nug King. A hot debate among Nug admirers is whether the king in Paragon Eberron's songs was royalty of some kind or merely an especially magnificent specimen of the breed. Every year, scholars, bards, and rodent enthusiasts bring offerings of cheese to the Deep Roads, hoping for a glimpse of the Nug King, who remains elusive. I'm pretty sure I never found this. You know what? All I got for that was a cutscene, and I'm happy with that. Here's the problem. This wasn't the way to go, was it? Was that just is that all that's here, or? Because now I'm still stuck. That's probably why I never found it. I probably never tried the bridge thing. Yep, that's all that's over here. Well, once again, we're still stuck. Oh no, our shield's in the inventory. It's not a good shield. We were starting to struggle a bit in combat, so I didn't want to use it anymore. So we're lost again. Oh, I missed a gear, didn't I? Vessel of the Ancients. A forest of mold and rot is growing inside the cup. It clearly has never been washed. Yep, I have no idea where I'm going. That's just down where I came from. That just goes around. I don't know. There's not... I keep going through my potions, though. I know that. Because I'm dumb and keep jumping down. Oh. Oh, look at that. I'm lost. Took 7.5 hours into the stream, but I am lost. Also, it looks like I dropped frames at some point. That's fun. How many times did I pass that? How much do you want to bet what I've been needing this whole time is in this loot right here? Well, just gonna never play this game again. Also, my inventory's almost full. I'm gonna have to make room. And unfortunately, all I have left to get rid of is purple stuff, and I hate doing that. But it's kinda all I... Well, I can get rid of some valuables. I don't need money anymore. And let's just... Oh, I can't destroy this stuff. Well... Before I do that... Also, did someone do a different hat? Yeah, Blitz did a hat 18 minutes ago. Like how I remembered 18 minutes later. Alright, any expeditions? No, I see one over there. Ooh, two. Inquisition scouts have identified a location in the Forgotten Caverns where a construction team could build a bridge to replace the one previously destroyed, granting access to the other side of the chasm. The bridge in the Forgotten Cavern. Cool. And then the Inquisition has identified several Kretal dens in the caves near the entrance to the Bastion of the Pure. An experienced group of hunters could return with a stockpile of hides for sale. Oh. Our best sharpshooters will make short work of these beasts. And now I have some hides to sell. Wait, can I just do this over and over again? I can. Let's not do that. Sell. All right. Got rid of some. I don't like to get rid of purple items, but there's some stuff in here that's really not worth keeping. Like, it's kind of low leveled. Like, this thing. It's only level 20. And also, only one character in my party can equip two-handed weapons. Bye. I could sell the ham. I'm not selling the ham. That's just a worse version of the same thing, so... That's level 18. I'm never going to use that again. Oops.
Shepherd!
Shepherd! Sit up straight, Shepherd.
Remember to stay hydrated.
This hurts you.
I don't need any of this. Alright, purple. Purple only. I am now a snob when it comes to these things. Only purple. I'm Lawrence. I deserve purple. Only purple to match my dumb hair. Oh, by the way, Jay, Lawrence was able to join my house on one condition. He gets a haircut. If he doesn't do it, he's off the team. I will do that after I spend some time with the Chocobo hat. Can't do both. I could try, but that ends up damaging them. I have another Moogle hat that's like this one. Like this design. But I ended up damaging one of the ears on it because I wore two hats at once, and it kind of pulled on it a little bit. So I don't do that anymore. Okay, so we opened up a new area. Which was here. So we're going to backtrack and see what that is. Poof. We might finish this tomorrow. What if I get enough done tonight where we finish this tomorrow pretty early and then we do Trespasser? If I do Trespasser for like more than 6 hours tomorrow, I might just make the stream go a little longer and finish it tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll be straight finishing it like in the first 2 hours of the next stream. So, which I try not to do. Hello, Bridge. Ooh, enemies. All right, team, you ready? You're not behind me, are you? Oh, no, you are. Okay, you just don't appear on the map for some reason. What are these? They're kind of like making noises like pig people. They're Gamorreans! God, poor Gamorreans. Yeah, Trespasser is the last DLC that leads into the next game, kind of. It wraps up some stuff. It's very lore heavy, which is going to be fun. These guys have a lot of health. What? Well, level 12. Oh, their boss is level 27. Got it. All right. Also, this is kind of a fun, like, way to see the game. When you hold down right trigger, time goes. When you let go, it doesn't. It's a fun tactical view that I never use. Higher difficulties, definitely. so much health. And they're just two regular enemies, too. Just two guys with axes or swords or whatever. Can I recruit them? Almost got him. Wait, aren't you? Oh. Like he wasn't taking damage for a bit and had no health. Zombie. Would it surprise you that zombies are in the world of Dragon Age? I mean, they kind of are. We've fought them. We fought undead. There are necromancers. We have Stone Stalker Mask. That's a pretty high level, and honestly, it has some pretty decent stuff on it. And a new shield. Front defense, magic defense, maximum health, melee defense. Walking Fortress is awesome. Let me take a look at Blackwall's shield. Armor is way lower, but it gives me plus 5% magic defense. A little bit, well, a lot less health, but melee defense, walking that's kind of nice. I'll use it. He has Walking Fortress, but if he can double up on it, he's going to not take any damage. Walking Fortress is basically like, isn't that the Inner Invincible one, or is that a different one? I think it's the Invincible one. Also, let me take a look at that helmet. Much better armor. I lose 8 cunning, but I gain 8 dexterity. Oh, I'm taking that. Is that the same one I just did? It is. Okay. Alright. There was some good stuff in there. That door doesn't open. Okay. Good night. Thanks for stopping in after your band. By the way, what instrument do you play? We're going that way? Yeah. Oop. I did play an instrument in school. You know what it was? The instrument that everyone plays. Though there are 2 instruments I've played in my life. Can you guess which 2? Like, which 2 instruments are kids forced to play in elementary school? Yep, there's one of them. Percussion? Ooh. I don't have the rhythm for that. Pretty much every musical instrument, I have, like, an excuse that I'm terrible at. I know I'm trying to make excuses for stuff, but it's like... Percussion, terrible rhythm. Even though I'm actually decent at rhythm games. The problem is, I can't do different stuff with both hands. I end up syncing up the same beat. But like, I know you can kind of get out of that habit, but I've tried to like get out of it, and it's hard. And then you have anything that involves breathing. My lung capacity is god awful. So I have a friend who played saxophone. I could play 1 note before I ran out of breath. 1, a short one too. And I tried guitar for a bit. I don't have the fingers for it. I can't even... It's physically impossible for me to play certain chords. Because my fingers are just, like, stubby and dumb. I would probably need a custom-built guitar that was meant more for, like, again, stubby, dumb fingers. But yeah, ooh, competition, eh?
This weapon of theirs cut
I'm gonna play the ukulele.
Was destroyed in the effort.
Let's keep gathering their weapons. There may be more barriers ahead.
I can sing that Tiny Tim song from SpongeBob. That Things That Bother You Never Bother Me song.
You said we're beneath the deep roads. Do you think anyone besides the Shah Bratol has traveled down here?
We are very likely the first to travel this far.
I can, Sergeant, but only when I focus a lot. It's kind of sad how much I have to focus to get that done. I used to have Rock Band, and I tried I had the whole set, and I tried the drums. Like, trying to do, like a certain rhythm with one hand and then certain with another, it ends up just, like, doing this eventually. I can't help it. Like, it's... My feet are the same way. When I was trying to do the bass drum part with the pedal that comes with it, I ended up syncing it with my hands, too.
I could do this all day!
There is one instrument I kind of wanted to try one day that might be built somewhat for me, just because I don't have to breathe into it. I don't have to have good rhythm for it. My fingers are maybe good enough to play it somewhat, unlike a guitar, and that is a violin. I really don't have any, like, negatives towards it in terms of, like, how my body is, so I always wondered, like, would I be able to play that? Or at least attempt.
Now this is interesting.
No! Stop being a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna serenade you with a ukulele while you watch my terrible videos. Yep, that's the new goal. 1,000,000 subs. 1,000,000 sub goal. Nah, let's make it actually possible. 1,000 sub goal. It's not happening. Also, you'll notice I have a 1,000,000 channel point reward. That's never gonna happen. It just ends the stream. It literally, Lorien boards, hits end stream on my OBS, and I can't start it up again. I, of course, am going to disable that during special streams. But no one's going to have 1,000,000 points for, like, another 5 years, so...
That was the most powerful...
See, like, if I was having, like, a special stream, I would turn it off. On the off chance someone can actually do it by then.
Harsh, like something breathing.
Julie, you kind of had the same thought that I did. If I ever won the lottery, do you know how many, like, gift subs I would give out in people's streams? Every time. Like, oh, you have a sub goal? Now dance for my amusement.
We're both children of the stone. Please, stop.
I don't think they care. All right, I literally walked past 2 things I can do, probably. Boom. All right, so I can excavate this to go inside. Is that the same one, I wonder? No, I don't think it is. But yeah, the only instrument I can think of would be a string instrument that I might be able to, like, kind of obviously practice. I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to go through that whole thing of, like, I don't have a knack for it. So it's like, no one who's good at anything started out that good, or even close. But when you have a physical limitation for it, it kind of deters you from trying harder, like putting more time into it. Like when I was told when I found out there are certain chords on a guitar I physically could not hit, I kind of lost motivation, because I was like, if I can never get to that point years from now, then what's, you know, it made me lose motivation very quickly. And again, just trying to play a single more than one note on a woodwind or brass instrument, epic failure. Oh, do you have one? Hmm. Oh, that's fine. You can. It's not going to happen, so you can download it. I have a guitar. It's in my dad's basement at home. Again, though, I never got anywhere close to being, like, okay at it, so... Ow, 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 ow. Stupid lyrium guns. Hey, Blackwall, how about you do your... Look, Blackwall takes damage very well, but he does not do a good job of getting everyone on him. Notice how it's trying to kill Dorian now? Depends on the situation. If it's like 2 in the morning and I'm trying to sleep, I'm gonna hate it. And Dorian's dead. Oh, you have a mandolin? I always talk about how I love violin in video game music. I'm not even sure if I'm talking about a violin. It could be a viola. Like, I mean, it could be like a different version. I'm not entirely sure. Like when I talk about the Sad Reaper piano and stuff like that, I know that's a piano, obviously, but it's possible the instrument I'm thinking of isn't a violin. I don't have a great ear for stuff like that. And oh God. Do you know what 12 Days of Christmas reminds me of immediately? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle version. That is awful. I have that VHS still. I think I kept it. I kept it as a weapon that I can use on people later. A pizza with pepperoni. Ugh. That is just a torture video. It's only like 20 minutes long, too. I downloaded it off of YouTube. We might have to watch that. I said that, remember I mentioned that movie night's off the table because of copyright stuff? The fact is, it was on YouTube. It was on YouTube. I'm sure it's like, But if there's anything that's actually on YouTube, I wouldn't mind showing it in Discord. I would love to torture everybody with that thing. Or like the Star Wars Christmas special. Never seen it, by the way. I've seen bits and pieces of it. Also, did anyone ever see the, what is the tour called? The Ninja Turtles live on stage thing? Coming out of our shells. That's what it is. Talk about cringe. I've seen a few things from it. Ooh. Ooh. It's worse than it sounds. It's just a bunch of people in bad Turtles outfits pretending to play instruments and also pretending to sing. It's rough. So, as we learned previously, there it is. Tuning fork. Oh, never mind. Thought I needed more than one. Yeah, but it's the Christmas special. No, what? Even Disney probably doesn't care about that Christmas special. Plus, it's on YouTube. I feel like if anything's on YouTube, it's kind of and it hasn't been taken down yet, and has like a decent amount of views, and still hasn't been taken down. I'd say that's kind of fair game. Like I can literally stream the YouTube recording, so if that's a problem, so is the video.
form. Whoever's
But no,
doing
I would
this
not
can't be
stream
far.
like any Disney, like any Star Wars movies. It's like the Disney, the Star Wars Christmas special is so bad. It's like public domain now. It belongs to the people.
Another shrine.
Oh, arcane horror.
Rituals.
What did I just hook onto? Up. So, I did have two ideas I could do during the 24-hour, 20-some-hour birthday stream. Little things to break up the gameplay. Whether I play games in sections, or I decide to just do like one giant game and break it up with stuff. Like the one being, let's look at some old Pokemon sprites. Just stuff like that. We can like have like some nice just chatting sections while we do dumb stuff like that. Old Pokemon sprites are great because they're terrible. We could do a, everyone likes a good tier making list, right? Could do Mass Effect teammates. Could do Fire Emblem Three Houses characters. That's going to be divisive. But that's the fun of tier list, to see the differences. To see the similarities and differences. Oh, we both rate those characters, you know, A, when most people don't. Nice. But then you'll have, like, characters that, like, I have ranked C that you have ranked A, or vice versa. Like, you know, it's fun to look at. Also, it's fun to get their point of view. Why do you feel that way? Sometimes it's nostalgia. Other times it's not. Would you die, please? You have like 2 health. There we go. Ooh, a bloody handprint. Maybe it's not blood. Maybe it's ketchup? Kool-Aid? Ooh, oh, that's great. Barrier penetration is awesome. Grenade belt. Cowl of the Pure. Ooh. Magic, defense, and willpower. Hey, Dorian. Have you had an adventure head on this whole time? I feel bad. Ooh. All those times Dorian died, could have had a little more armor. Oops. Oopsie. Look, you love that when games where you find out that someone hasn't had, like, anything good on for, like, hours. It happens. Can jump down. I should have gone that way first because it looks like it doesn't link. Greetings. My teammates aren't going to jump down and help me, are they? Oh, there's one. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. By the way, if things stay the same till the end of the month, the birthday stream is going to be 29 hours long. Ouch. Could get one more added on. Hopefully it goes better than last time, because last time I got no sleep. Because I started early. It was a 24-hour stream, so I started at like 1 or 2 p.m. and I got no sleep. The smart thing to do would be to start it at like the normal time, like 4 or 5 p.m. That way I am guaranteed to get some sleep, and then it just runs you know, all night. That'd be the smart thing to do. Black wall. Why? Am I stuck in here? I don't have one. I can't get back up there, can I? Oh, there you go. Helps when you point the camera up. Oh, I can. When the last 24-hour stream I did, I was up for like 30-some hours. I didn't go to bed afterwards. I was up for 2 or 3 hours beforehand, and I was up like 5 hours afterwards. It just messes me up a lot. When I did that 24-hour stream, I was out of it for like 3 days after that. So the loot looks different when the item is in there. I did learn that. Let's go back and see what's over here. We'll do that real quick. Yep, I made a deal. It was 24-hour stream was unlocked at 15 subs during the subathon week. Well, month. And every goal met after that is 1 hour added on for a total, or a possible total of 30. All right, we'll just go with it. The game has been slowly breaking. Yeah, I'm either gonna do like 6-hour blocks of games like I kind of did before, with different stuff in between, or I'm just gonna play the same game the whole time, do like an entire marathon of something. And of course, take breaks in between to do stuff, like a tier list of some kind, maybe another show and tell thing if I can find anything else. Stuff like that. Looking at Pokemon sprites. Maybe even watching my first YouTube video. No. I'd watch it ahead of time and like maybe like censor if I mention the channel name. Be like, here you go. It's not gonna help you find the channel, so I'll watch it. I have the original video. All I'd have to do is censor out the part where I mention the channel name.
Down you go.
That's not gonna hit. Don't know why I did that. All right. We're gonna need loot. I'm assuming maybe he dropped the thing that I need? Yeah. And a gear. Oh, I miss Snake. I miss Dwarf Snake. So. Okay. Wait for it.
I hate destroying these weapons. They're artifacts. We could learn from them.
Aw, Liara hates destroying old stuff. That's kind of fitting. Can I get back up? I can't get back up after this. Uh-oh. Might have missed something. There's a gear in the wall.
Dwarves is mentioned anywhere in the memories. If I had been prepared, Ren might still be alive.
It's easy to blame ourselves when we lose a friend, Volta. But it's...
2 ways to go. I'll obviously go back this way first, because that's where we came from.
Your fault. I was so focused on...
Oh, we're on the other side of it.
I didn't consider what else could be down here.
Anything happened to be lying over here? Nope. Okay. All right. It is midnight. We have reached the 8-hour mark, which means tonight's stream is wrapping up now. We'll do stream raiders at the very end. You can't see me pointing. I forget the camera's over here now. Point. All right. I think I just saved the game, but I'm doing it again. So, this will be the end of the recording for YouTube. Next time, tomorrow for streaming, we will finish up Descent and start, maybe even finish Trespasser, depending on how far we get into it. Might just do a longer stream tomorrow and finish it up. Yep. Bye, YouTube, and I'll see you for some more Descent later.